Ready to connect? Click connect to show.
All right. Woohoo. Welcome everybody to the Boxing Podcast, broadcasting to you live from the True North. This is your good friend, Mr. BDA, and I'm glad that everybody could be on board for this one, fellas. In this episode, well, it's a special post-fight episode. I really wasn't expecting on going live today, but for those of you that have been living under a rock, Manny Pacquiao almost pulled it off. And I don't know what to make of this. Did he win the fight? Did he deserve to win it? I'm looking at the chat. I see a lot of people feel like he won. I don't know. I wasn't expecting Pacquiao to look this good. Is this a case of Barrios being trash? Is this a case of Pacquiao just still having a lot left in the tank from that all-time great career that he had? Or was something else afoot? I want to hear from you. I want to hear from you. This is a BDA Boxing call-in show, post-fight call-in show. I want to hear from you. Those are the three possibilities. That's the question of the night, or the questions of the night. The phone number is right there in the left-hand middle portion of your screen. In fact, I'm going to post it in the chat right now. Make sure everybody calls in, because I don't know what to make of this. I need your help to figure out what's going on. I know everybody's always looking to Mr. BDA for answers. Now I'm looking for you. I'm looking to you for answers, because I don't know what to make of this. What happened? Did Pacquiao get robbed? And if so, why would the PBC want to rob a guy that they can make money off of? I really don't get it. And I'm watching the fight and I'm seeing Barrios just, keep trying to keep up with an older guy. A guy that's older by 16 years. 16 years. And this dude can barely keep up with an old man. I got to tell you, I don't know what to make of it. I really don't know what to make of it. The phone number, like I said, is right there in the middle, left-hand middle portion of your screen. Hold on a second. Sorry about that. I'm just trying to add something here to my plugins. All right, there we go. Yeah, you guys let me know, man. What was up with the fight today? And again, I don't, if we're going to try to talk about all this stuff, if time permits it, but it's a quick post-fight show. I really need to get a hold on what's going on, because like I said, I didn't expect Pacquiao to look good. And if I expected him to look good, I expected maybe 4 rounds, right? But not throughout the fight. So I'm over at Sobers and I'm listening to what they're saying. Some people are saying that Barrios is throwing the fight because they want that the PBC wants to make Pacquiao versus Mayweather 2, or they want to make Pacquiao versus Tank. Other people are saying Barrios is straight up trash. I don't know. I really don't know. Let's see what people have to say real quick. And by the way, it's a quick show, but that depends on you too, how many people call in. Let me just go to 918. Hold on a second. 918, you're on the air. 918, what's on your mind?
Salute, BD. This is Tony Boswell. I think Barrios showed too much respect to Manny. He seemed hesitant. I had Manny winning the fight. I do think they robbed him.
Go on.
I didn't know. I didn't know if I cut out or not. But as far as it being set up for Mayweather and Pac-Man, I don't think it was. I think Barrios was so bad he made Manny look good.
Oh,
that's my opinion.
Interesting.
Yeah. Well, to me it seemed like, I don't know, it seemed like he was hesitant, but he wouldn't let his hands go. And when he did let his hands go, I mean, he connected, and it was like he would stop. I think he respected him too much. I don't think it was a setup. And I'm not saying that Barrios is trash, which, he's been beaten before. I think they robbed Manny. I had it I could say 8-4, 7-5 for Pacquiao, but yeah, just tonight it wasn't Barrios's night. I mean, he fought so bad that he made Manny look good. You know, and you could tell from 8 to 12 that Pacquiao was kind of tiring, and Barrios could have attacked. You know, he could have thrown more, but he did in the later rounds, in the championships round, he started throwing, but you have to do that before then. I don't think that much of Barrios, not to disrespect him, but he looked like shit. You know, he made Manny look good. A 46-year-old man look good.
Well, I'm curious, before the fight, who did you pick to win, Tony?
I had to be honest with you, I didn't really want to watch it, and a friend sent me a screen because I'm up out of Sturgis, South Dakota, because I thought Barrios was going to beat him bad, you know. I really did, you know. I thought he would hurt Manny, but like I said, I mean no disrespect to the guy, you know. He's not the best 147 champion that's ever lived, you know. But he fought so fucking bad, he made a 46-year-old Manny Pacquiao look good. I had Barrios before the fight.
Interesting. So you were safe to say you were as surprised as I was that Pacquiao managed to pull this off.
I mean, he was letting Manny. At first, it was tit for tat. You know, he'd throw a couple 1-2s, and then Manny would throw either a double jab or something like that. You know, and to me, Barrios looked way bigger than Manny, way fucking bigger than Manny. And the guy fought like shit that he made and I mean no disrespect because it's an 8-division champion, and I respect Pacquiao. He gave us a lot of good fights. But the guy fought like shit against a 46-year-old man. And the size difference, he should have manhandled him. He should have pushed Manny back when he was allowing him to stay kind of in the ring. Yes, they would go back and forth, but Manny was trying to stay because he didn't want to get his backs to the rope. But Barrios should have pushed him, just like Bam pushed Tafu or whatever his name is tonight. He could have pushed Manny like that. But, you know, a lot of people say, well, he's being paid off this and that. No, listen, we've seen this type of Barrios before. And I'm not bringing the little fucker's name up, but Tank, you know, he allows a 135er to come up or a 130-pounder to come up and whooping. You know, it's to be expected. But he just, to me, it could have been he respected him, or it just that Barrios isn't that guy. He's good, but he's not great. You know, he's an okay fighter. If we class him, you know, I'm not trying to say that. You know, a lot of people might think different. You know, we could say A, B, or C. I think he's a C-class fighter, in my opinion.
Oh, well, there you go. Listen, Tony, I'm as shocked as you are. I don't know what to make of this. But it seemed like, yeah, if Barrios didn't throw this fight, then yeah, that doesn't bode well for his skills or lack thereof. Listen, Tony, we got to move on here, man, but thank you for your call.
Okay, BDA, thank you for letting me get on, brother.
Thank you, man. Thank you for your call. Take it easy out there. Call back next time. All right, that was Tony Boswell right there, fellas. It's a post-fight calling show. You guys get to call in. The questions of the night are, is Barrios really that bad that a 46-year-old Pacquiao can come back after almost 5 years and get the best of him? Was this fight on the level? Or is Pacquiao just that good that he can go in there after a 5-year layoff and almost get the job done? Some people even saying he got robbed. Shout out to Double L for his contribution with the Buy Me a Coffee app. He says, Hall of Fame resume at 25 years old, 22-0, knocking guys out with skill. Beat the allegations that he only fights old men. Who could I be describing? Oh, he's talking about Bam. Certainly not a paisan. What is LL in Italian now? What's wrong with L? Well, shout out to LL for his contribution with the Super Chat. The Buy Me a Coffee app. Really appreciate it. And speaking of the Super Chats, speaking of the Super Chats, let's go to another a couple of ones here. We got Skullkid25, shout out to him, who says, Manny got robbed and I had it 7-5. Well, there you go, Skullkid, feeling that Manny got shafted on the cards right there. Shout out to Skullkid. I wasn't scoring the fight, by the way, so I don't know what I had it. I thought it could have gone either way, but then again, I wasn't really watching it all that closely, man. I was kind of fucked up tonight. Blackcat997 says, this is like if Michael Jordan at 50 scored 22 points and played defense credibly in a D-League game. Well, I gotta tell you, I'm not a big basketball guy, so I don't really quite get the reference there. But this is like if Michael Jordan 50 scored 22 points and played defense incredibly in a deal. I think he's sort of casting aspersions on Barrios' quality. Shout out to Black Cat 997. You don't have to donate again, but if you could just maybe clarify if I was on the right track in the chat there, I would really appreciate it. In fact, speaking of the chat, let's go on to see what people are saying. By the way, fellas, don't forget, this is the BDA Boxing call-in show, the post-fight call-in show. Make sure to call in. Phone number's right there in the left-hand middle portion of your screen. And don't forget to hit that like. Hit that like. Hit that like. I'm Your Leader says that's why Boots wanted to stay at 147 to fight this Barrios. Maybe. I don't know. I think most people in that 147 periphery wanted Pacquiao to win the fight. Get that Pacquiao payday, because nobody around this, whether it's 140, 147, 154, commands the type of payday that Pacquiao can still dole out, even at 46. I mean, it was actually quite a sizable crowd tonight. I don't know if they papered the arena or whatever, but it seemed like there was a lot of people. Tyrone Israel says Inoue KO's Bam too early for Bam right now. Well, not only is it too early, it's too early in terms of weight-wise. I mean, Bam is a 115 guy, and Inoue is already comfortable at 122 now, so yeah, it is too much right now. Bray, shout out to Bray, says Tank really weight drained Barrios because he thought he was a real threat. Just how bad is Barrios? Well, let's not forget, Barrios stunned Tank in that fight to the point where Mayweather had to go onto the Tank's corner before the 11th round and said, "Listen, I think you're losing this fight. You gotta go get this guy. Go get him." Shout out to SkullKid25 for his contribution with the super chat again. He says, "The guy that called me a gooner is an idiot. I was never at that server's channel." I don't know who called you a gooner, Skull Kid, but whoever it was, you let me know. Point them out. I'll sort it out. Believe me. Trust me on that. Super True Rated says it's all business. Stir it up a little, darling. I don't know why I read that with a what do they call it? A continental accent. Stir it up, darling. Shout out to Jimmy. Says Bam is not a star. That place was empty. Really? I thought it looked. They showed a wide angle panoramic view and it seemed like it was full. Maybe I was really that fucked up. I don't know. Cinema of Freedom, shout out to him, says Pac-Man landed the better shots and controlled the pace. Easy win for him, in my opinion. JC says fucking gooners. And I'm right there with you, JC. I don't know. It's like an invasion of zombies or something. SARE says I had it 7-5 for Pac, but I could see the draw or Barrios win. Too many rounds were razor thin. Guerrero de la Info says they stay robbing Pacquiao. I don't know why Guerrero decided to write it in that urban style. They stay robbing Pacquiao. How about you actually use some proper grammar there, Guerrero? I expect better from you. SJW says Pacheco needs to leave Jose Benavides Sr. Man, if I have time, I'll talk about that. If not, we'll save it for another episode. Baron Evola says, yeah, but Bam showed he can hang tough against a young, bigger fighter and still pull out the win. Warrior Way says they'll hate in Bam, but fanboy for guys who never fought one or two champions. That's a good point. That is a good point. JC says he's a gooner living on the edge. I mean, I gotta tell you, these gooners, man, they certainly living in the moment, that's for sure. Looney Yang, shout out to Looney Yang. I think he's a superstar over there in the Philippines, says Manny definitely was the ring commander majority of the fight. Well, that's the feeling I'm getting here. And again, I don't know if that's because there's a lot of Pacquiao fans, but it certainly seems as if most people thought that Pacquiao got the best of the action. Don't forget, people, call in. Make sure to call in. Give us your thoughts on anything and everything that happened in the fight. Do you think Pacquiao got jobbed in this one? How bad is Barrios that he's struggling with a 46-year-old? Or was this fight not on the level? I'm curious. I'm really curious. For people that don't know what we're talking about, let's just recap real quick. Manny Pacquiao came out of a 5-year retirement, took on the welterweight titleist, because he's not the champion, he's a titleist, Mario Barrios, and Pacquiao gave Barrios all he could handle. To the point where you can see here a lot of people in the chat are saying that Pacquiao should have won that fight. So I don't know what to make of this. Why would, because some people are saying, well, they jobbed Pacquiao. Why would they want to job him? Wouldn't the financial business plan that makes the more sense would be that Pacquiao wins, you get yourself a bona fide star, a guy who's proven at the box office, and you pit him with another guy that's a borderline box office star in terms of mainstream appeal in Tank Davis. Wouldn't that make more sense? I don't know. I'm waiting to hear from you guys. You guys call in. Let us know what your thoughts are on this whole malarkey. Let me just go real quick again. I want to go to Twitter here and see what people are saying, just to try to give you guys an overall look, a gestalt, if you will, of what the boxing world thinks. Hold on a second. There we go. So from Ring Magazine's official account, how did you score Pacquiao versus Barrios? What the hell? That's not what I'm looking for here. Hold on, give me 2 seconds. There we go. How did you score Pacquiao versus Barrios? Somebody says rigged. Manny won. Somebody else says 6-3-3 Pacquiao majority decision. Wait a minute. How can you give the guy a majority decision? No, whatever. It's too late at night to try to figure out what these people are saying. Somebody else says Pacquiao won that. Pacquiao won that. 155, 113 Pac. Well, I'm telling you, I know people are fanatics of Pacquiao, but you can't make up those type of scorecards, guys. Come on. The score, Manny Pacquiao versus Mario ends in a draw. Somebody says, why is it a draw? They're asking Grok. Boxing fooled us again, says another person. Another guy says they didn't want to give the title to a 46-year-old. LOL, had to match fixed draw. The books win. Somebody else is rigged, fixed. Pacquiao was like a -7 on the live line last I checked, laughing my fucking ass off. How is it a draw though? Ridiculous. So you can see that people just aren't, just don't think that this fight, Barrios, that it shouldn't have gone to Barrios. That's what people are saying. I really don't know what to make of this, fellas. I really don't. Let me just hold on. Let me just, Gene Ryan in the chat says Team Snooze because he's been knocked out twice in the last few fights. Talking about Team Zoo. Skull Kid says Canelo better look good against Crawfish. Super True Rated says save decisions by the officials, break even. Let's do it again, gentlemen. Well, see, now that's a more sensible thing there too. That maybe the bets were so wide that they don't want to give Pacquiao the win because then they got to pay up. I don't know. Is that how it works? You guys know I'm not a gambler or anything, so I wouldn't know. I just wouldn't know. So makes you wonder about that. Hold on a second. Yeah. So what else are people saying? Tony Boswell says I can't give Barrios 4 or 5 rounds. Wow, that's interesting. Interesting right there. Mark T says I had it 11-1. Barrios was not impressed by Manny's combos. Really? You had it that wide for Barrios? I gotta tell you, I was watching that fight and Pacquiao would throw a flurry and he would land one. But I have to rewatch the fight, really. This is one of those fights that I do think I'm going to rewatch and score round by round. Gene Ryu says the Crimson Cross doesn't allow it, BDA. Well, it's a true path of the Crimson Cross. Yeah, it certainly prevents and prohibits me from gambling. It's just not acceptable. Hold on a second. Yeah, so people are making a big deal out of this. Let's go to a phone call here. Let's go to 323. 323, you're on the air. 323, what's on your mind?
You guys are acting like this was a real fight. You like people are in the comment, oh, it went to Barrios. Oh, no. I'm like, you guys are fucking joking, right? I mean, we saw a fixed fight. We saw Mario Barrios, known for throwing a lot of punches, throw arm punches all night. Every now and then he would let go. But I mean, I don't understand what's going on here. Are you guys serious, or am I?
Well, who's you guys? I'm by my lonesome here tonight, so I think you're hearing other voices or something. I don't know.
This was not real. I mean, they couldn't have given it to Manny. Who's going to fight next? Brian Norman Jr. Seriously, who's going to fight next? Like, oh, what, Broly? You know, the PBC is just like they're putting in these fake champions, these email champions. They're stopping fights prematurely. They're orchestrating the whole thing. Also, they have some belt holders like Rolly Romero and Mario Barrios. Like this isn't real. None of this is real. I mean, I went over to my friend's house to watch it, and coming off the high of watching Usyk and Dubois today, to watch this, and then to watch Tim Tszyu just give up today. That was, I gotta say, that card. And then Brandon Figueroa walking away with the robbery too. It was just a pathetic card, man. I mean, the only fight I was really excited about was the Tim Tszyu card, Tim Tszyu fight, and to see how he would do. But even that was like lackluster and disappointing. So I don't know, man. I don't get it. You know, like, is the PBC that desperate to try to pull one over on everyone like that?
But hold on, this is what I don't get, though. This is what I don't get. Because people in the chat are saying they had Pacquiao won. Most people, the majority of people. Why? But if they wanted Pacquiao to get the win, why not secure the judges and make sure? Because I mean, it's been done before.
Who's he gonna fight next? Think about it. Well, they're fucking up. They can't even score fixed fights at the PBC. That's how bad it is. That's how fucked up their whole situation is over there. They can't even keep the illusion going. They can't get their fucking story straight. You know when you're watching a fight. You know you've been watching. We've been watching boxing long enough to know when we're watching the fight. This was not a fight. This was like, Barrios, this is what you're gonna do. You're gonna throw some arm punches. You're gonna let them land. You're gonna let them miss. Don't take too much heat. But when you do, and he's right in front of you, like he was all night, you're gonna kind of throw some arm punches and push him off of you. And then you're not going to throw punches for about 5 seconds, 5 to 7 to 15 seconds in a row. You're just going to move around and not throw anything.
Just to clarify, clarify, you think they tried to fix it for Pacquiao, but that they're the PBC is so incompetent?
No. Yeah, I think, yes. I think they tried to fix it for Pacquiao, that it's so corrupt. But then it didn't make sense. But then again, it makes sense that it's a draw because not only are they fucking stupid, but it makes sense that it's a draw because who else is he going to fight if he has a belt? Then he's going to be expected to fight someone for real. They can't keep fixing these things. What, Rolly Romero was next in the queue? Come on, man. Like, what's going on here? PBC is just so desperate. So they've fallen on some very hard times.
Maybe
I don't know what their CEOs are thinking over there, but
yeah,
anyway. I just want to keep thinking about that Usyk fight. That was amazing. This was bullshit. That's all I got for you guys.
All right, shout out to you, Don Madrazos. Waiting for you to release the Don Madrazos files, and we won't stop until you release them. All right, man? Just letting you know. Take it easy out there, Don Madrazos. He hung up. See, he doesn't want to address the Don Madrazos files. Are you still talking about the Don Madrazos files? That's unbelievable to me. Unbelievable. Hold on a second. Before I get to the super chats, don't forget to call in. This is the BDA Boxing Post-Fight Call-In Show. I need your help in figuring out what happened tonight. Do you agree with Don Madrazos? Was this a fixed fight for Pacquiao, but the PBC, are they so incompetent now that they can't even fix a fight properly? Other people are saying, the majority of you guys in the chat, are saying Pacquiao should have won, but that they fix it for Barrios, which I'm scratching my head here and going, well, why would they fix it for Barrios? Why wouldn't they want their guy, Pacquiao, to win? Because it makes more sense for Pacquiao to win. He's got the name. If Barrios beats Pacquiao, he doesn't become a big star, or big enough that they can that the PBC can parlay that into box office attraction. I don't know. You guys tell me. Don't forget to hit that like. Don't forget to hit that like. If you hit enough likes, and if enough people hit the likes, we stay here for a little while longer, rather. My goodness gracious. Let's go to our phone call here. Let's go to 910. 910, you're on the air. 910, what's on your mind?
Hey, that shit was faker than wrestling. Oh my God, that was I mean, it's like he worked just as hard as Mayweather did to carry McGregor. You know, make sure you don't throw too many punches now, son. Okay, Pacquiao, you won't want to hit him too hard. I mean, there are times where they're just sitting there staring at each other. He's waiting for Manny to move so he could, like, you know, stick his arm out or something. That was They didn't do that. That was just so obvious, you know. How can you tell it's not a real fight? Well, I've seen a few of them, you know. That's how.
But let me ask you though.
It's like I got to tell the difference between NCAA wrestling and WWE. You know, they don't look the same.
Right. But why would
it's like can you tell a Honda from a Hyundai?
I got you.
Oh
I got you.
God, it's so
why would they? But why would they fix? Are you saying they fixed the fight in Barrios' favor? And if so, why?
No, I'm saying it was what was happening in the ring was make sure you don't hit Mr. Pacquiao too much, and make sure you don't hit him too hard.
But for what purpose?
And don't make it look too easy. So Pacquiao doesn't get the shit beat out of him.
Oh, so that's it.
God.
So they just did it to protect.
You want Pacquiao leaving that? Hold on. Does PBC want Pacquiao leaving that ring looking like Ugas did against Spence? Come on.
But
you really think they want that?
But what's it to them, though?
Pacquiao was absolutely impotent.
Right.
Totally impotent. Barrios could run that guy over. I was shocked.
First of all, hold on. Excuse me. First of all, stop saying impotent. It's giving me flashbacks, all right? Second of all, why would the PBC care about Pacquiao leaving the ring safe and sound? Like, what do they care?
Because they can't make another fight with him, like maybe a Mayweather rematch. Who knows? They're broke. That was a massive fundraiser for them. Manny did each other a big favor. Manny brought his money-making machine to a broke organization, and they're not gonna send him out of there crippled. Come on. I don't know what's next, but something, I'm sure.
Well, listen, caller, I don't know what to make of this. I'm open-minded here. It certainly seemed like a surreal night over at the PBC with the main event. I really don't know what to make of this. What do you think? Do you think they make a rematch, or do you think they make Barrios Tank 2 that rematch? Well, what do you think?
I have no idea what's next for Barrios. I think that was just, to put Pacquiao in front of everybody and make a bunch of money and, parlay that into another Pacquiao fight, I guess. That's what I would do if I were them. I don't know what they could do with Barrios because, someone mentioned, who is it? Oh my gosh, Romero. I guess those two could fight. I don't think Romero's been let go. I'm pretty sure he's been on loan. They could do that. Honestly, I don't know what else. They could put Pitbull up at welterweight.
You know what? Yeah, I wouldn't. Nothing would surprise me, man, anymore with the PBC. Like you said, they are desperate, and I don't know. Desperate people and desperate businesses, especially, tend to do maniacal things. So I don't know. We'll see, man. But listen, we got to move on here, man. But thank you for your call, and call by next time, right? Take it easy out there.
Take care, buddy. We'll do.
You too, man. Have a good night.
Thank you.
Yeah, I don't know what to make of it. I mean, the caller could be right. The caller could be right. It could have been, maybe they wanted Pacquiao just not to look bad, because then it would have been, people still talk about Larry Holmes beating the crap out of a half-retarded Muhammad Ali. So, maybe if Barrios would have done that. But then again, other people were saying before the fight, Barrios ain't that good, to the point where maybe even a 46-year-old Pacquiao could still beat him. So I don't know. Real quick, shout out to SkullKid25 for his contribution to the Super Chat. He says, excuse me, I got to go back here a little bit. Blackcat997, shout out to Blackcat997, says fix equals save Pacquiao from fighting a legit welterweight. Well, that sort of goes in line with what the last caller was saying. So maybe, again, I wouldn't put it past the PBC to do any type of crazy stuff, any type of tomfoolery. SkullKid25 says, The Zone did way better than PBC. Well, I gotta tell you, that Pacheco fight didn't exactly live up to expectations, Pacheco versus Macombi. Pacheco seemed to have been, I don't know, maybe the ass style. That's what he caught. He caught the ass style flu, because he fought in the ass style That's the American slick style. Just because people think, oh, the ass style, that's running. No, running, clinching, dipping below the waist, and not throwing punches. Those are the hallmarks, of the ass style. So shout out to Skull Kid 25 that does, Bam really delivered with that Cafu performance. Senpai Leo, shout out to Senpai Leo, says a draw gives them 2 pay-per-views, Barrios versus any PBC star, and he put star in commas there, for the belt, and Tank versus Pac. This keeps them alive for another year. You know what? That's not a bad take right there. Barrios sort of gets... But actually, I gotta tell you though, no matter which way you try to spin this though, this is where I'm going with this. No matter which way you spin this, Barrios looks bad after this. Going the distance against a 46-year-old and a ton of people saying he should have lost that fight. See, that's a move. So that I'll discount. I don't think the PBC was planning on Barrios' name growing any bigger based off of this performance. But the latter part of your statement there, Senpai, yeah, I think that makes sense because Pacquiao, even if he didn't win, they can still maybe try to salvage a Tank fight. Maybe even a Romero fight, like the previous caller said. You never know. And maybe the PBC just didn't want to sacrifice either guy. So they said, we'll make it a draw. I don't know. Do they have the ability to do that? I don't know. We're just throwing stuff out there. And shout out to Jin Ryu Jr. 33 for his contribution with the super chat. Shout out to him. Says, salute BDA. Overall, good weekend of boxing. Usyk and Bam fights made the weekend for me. Barrios versus Pac was frustrating to watch. Barrios a weak champion. Manny should have won. Shekels for the ganja. Well, first of all, shout out to Eugene Ryu. Thank goodness you enjoyed your weekend of boxing. Thank you for your contribution. But I gotta tell you, no ganja for Mr. BDA. Said it numerous times. I'm on the true path of the Crimson Cross, and that means no extra mind-altering substances. That includes, caffeine. I think it wasn't that a staple of the Jews in the Old Testament. So anything Old Testament, New Testament, I'll take. But tobacco, alcohol, flakka, no more for me. So shout out to Jin Ryu Jr. 33. Fellas, don't forget to call in. This is a BD Boxing post-fight call-in show. I want to hear from you. We want to hear from you because I'm trying to wrap my mind around what just occurred. Is Barrios really trash? Did Pacquiao deserve the win? I'm trying to figure out what's going on here. Let's go to the comment section, the chat rather, see what people are saying. Mr. Pelavaca says, people thinking Barrios held back, LOL. No, Barrios is just that soft. Mark T says, I don't mind Rolly versus Barrios. Well, there you go. Mark T is what you call a positivist. He's looking at the glass half full. Meanwhile, everyone else is fighting over a half empty glass and calling each other racial epithets. That's not the way you do it, fellas. I think more people should take an example out of Mark T. Another Mark, says, you guys think they'll try to make Pac versus Tank? Listen, the PBC, like I said, they're desperate. I wouldn't put it past them to try anything. John Yaya Watson, or Yahya, says, bad judge, it's an epidemic in boxing. You know, a lot of people say, there's no such thing as bad judging. The judges are trained professionals. You can't argue with the judges. It is what it is. And I disagree. Bad judging is something that's been around since time immemorial with boxing, especially with professional boxing under the Marquis of Queensberry rules. And yeah, I think we should call bad judging out whenever it happens. The only thing is, I didn't judge this fight round by round. I always almost, I eyeball it. I don't know what to make of it. So many people are saying Pacquiao should have won, so you gotta go with what the people say for the moment. Baron Evola says, BDA is a Mexican. Nah, that's not true. I'm a Mexican, and I can do it all, and I'll kick you out of this chat if you keep on with this tomfoolery. How about that? SJW says he's 46. He ain't fighting again. H Mills 1892 says, don't we all wish we could go back to 1892, by the way? He says, Pac-Man robbed once again. What is that, 5 times? Someone get this dude off the phone. I think he was talking about the last caller. J-Rock says, Pac-Man 11-1. Barrios bitch-ass only won round 11. 100% facts. Well, there you go. He's got us cornered. He says it's 100% facts. SJW says BDA is a real Canadian, unlike Mbili. Well, you know what? Mbili's French, of Cameroonian descent. I was born in Mexico, but my heart belongs in Canada, in the true north. How about that? I'm just saying that right now because a bunch of Quebecers are listening. I'm Green says, when Pacquiao shows flashes of his footwork, by the way, the Quebecers don't care if you address yourself as Canadian or not. They don't think of themselves as Canadian. So, I'm Green says, when Pacquiao shows flashes of his footwork, Barrios cannot keep up. We didn't see it enough because of his age. Yeah, that's true. There were times where Pacquiao was, that in and out movement and those feints were getting to Barrios. But you still need speed to cut the distance. Because again, we got to remember, Manny Pacquiao is a little guy, little short midget, 5 feet 5 inches tall. Barrios is a above average tall guy, even for welterweights. So it was quite impressive to see Pacquiao closing the distance from the get-go. I was impressed about how easily Pacquiao was cutting the distance. That's something that I thought he wasn't gonna be able to do. But I suspect maybe that's also because of how bad Barrios is. I mean, Barrios just he was intimidated by little Tank Davis too. So I'm unsurprised now in hindsight. I mean, I gotta tell you, I thought Pacquiao was gonna be too slow for Barrios. I was impressed. But then again, other people feel that this fight wasn't the level. So Mr. Pelavaca says, don't you guys remember Barrios faking that tank punch? He says that Tank's punches, he says, were almost throwing him out the ring. JumpTube says, who is Suleiman Sissoko? Well, Suleiman Sissoko, he's a welterweight contender, I believe, who just got a close decision over Kavaliauskas. By the way, Sissoko is 35, I think, so he's pretty long in the tooth right there. Warp Speed says, if there was a play, I thought he said parlay. So many people right now on Discord are talking about gambling. That's where my mind's at right now. I'm going to have to do a couple of Hail Marys. He says, if there was a play, it would be Manny gets the belt and Mayweather acts on his word to rematch Pacquiao, but instead of an exhibition in a fight for a championship. Yeah, maybe. I don't think Mayweather would want to risk any type of major fight right now. Unless he needs money. Then I don't know. Super True Rated says Barrios versus Tank, too big possibility, or Barrios respect to, or of course, maybe by December. Pedokua says, fuck Barrios. I mean, come on. And yeah, and on this thing of ours goes. Don't forget, fellas, it's the BD Boxing Call-In Show, post-fight call-in show, that is. Make sure to call in. Give us your thoughts on anything and everything boxing, especially as it pertains to the fight. Let's see, we got a super chat here. Says Senpai Leo, shout out to Senpai Leo, says Teofimo Lopez signed to the PBC, so maybe they're gonna give him a Barrios fight. Well, wait a minute. Where did you hear that? That Lopez signed to the PBC? Can anyone confirm that, Police? I did not hear that. Then again, I've sort of been weaning off of social media this last couple of weeks, so I don't know if people did Teofimo Lopez really sign to the PBC? Wouldn't surprise me though, right now that well, actually, no, hold on. How would he sign to the PBC if he's with Top Rank? Does that suggest that the Top Rank PBC alliance is real? Interesting. I don't know. We shall see. So yeah, I'm looking at the headlines here. Standstill. Manny Pacquiao fights Mario Barrios to a draw. I gotta tell you, I was surprised by this result. Really surprised. Now, if I go to Ring Magazine's account here, Twitter account, they said Manny Pacquiao vs. Mario Barrios officially scored a majority draw. Barrios retains his WBC welterweight title. This dude puts a picture of the judges. Ray Charles, okay, he used to be he was a blind guy. Stevie Wonder, another blind singer. But who the fuck is Donna Goudot? I don't get that reference. But the picture they chose, I mean, I gotta tell you, not the most flattering of pictures. Somebody says Manny got robbed, rigged fight. That was a horrible decision. Seems fair, somebody says. And then he goes, maybe not. Okay, so which one is it, bollocks? Maybe it was a fair fight, or maybe it wasn't. I don't know. I'll decide tomorrow. The time is now, motherfuckers. Another person says Pacquiao won. That's a gift to Barrios. Jake Paul fighting Pac-Man after 4 years of a draw. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if Jake Paul goes after a little old Manny Pacquiao. Who else we got here? Fight Junkie says I had Pac winning the fight, but he looked really good in there tonight and did amazing. Another guy goes, Pacquiao clearly won the fight. Okay, so you get the gist of it, fellas. Most people here on social media say that. Now, again, you can't always go by what people on social media have to say, because most people on social media, it's difficult to gauge whether they're real boxing fans. But here, people on this chat, of course, we know the people on this chat are some of the best of the best, the elite, as I like to say. So I take your word with a little bit more panache. So most of you are saying Pacquiao won. I have to rewatch the fight. Make sure to call in, fellas. My phone number is right there in the left-hand middle portion of your screen. Mr. Pelavaca says, did Bam look overrated? I thought he looked terrific, breaking down a tough guy in Cafu. Tyrone Israel says, Barrio struggled against a 40-year-old Manny, embarrassing. 46-year-old, to be more precise. Baron Nivola says, not joking, by the way, Fundora is going to Harvard and quitting boxing is what I heard. Well, is he going to Harvard as the next mascot for the football team? What are you talking about? He's going to Harvard. MS says they should have stripped Barrios. He couldn't hurt a senior citizen. Pacquiao. Shake my head. Yeah, listen, I always tell people that want to join my gang, if you can't hurt a senior citizen, you ain't getting in the gang. J-Rock says Barrios is super duper soft, 100% facts. He keeps saying 100% facts. Like that's going to make it better. I mean, listen, you don't got to say 100% facts. Come on. Goes without saying. Barney Vola says, folks want to see the Pac of yesteryear and he just doesn't exist anymore. Well, don't tell that to other people that think he won the fight tonight. My goodness, I got to tell you, I thought he surprised a lot of us. Surprised a lot of us. LL says, signed to the what, my BDA? Signed to the what? I don't get it. King KO says, Tim Zoo quit. Laughing emoji. Yeah, that you could tell the way he went back to his corner. You can just read the body language and go, yeah, this guy, he don't get it anymore. Let's go to a phone call here. 510, you're on the air. 510. What's on your mind? I hear you there. Come on, 510. Let's go, man. I know you want to talk.
Canelo! 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 Canelo, 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 Canelo,
I want to hear how long he can go for.
Canelo, 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 Canelo.
Let me just get this straight. Are you saying Canelo? Because I don't think I quite got it.
Canelo, 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 Canelo.
He's saying Canelo, right? I don't know if I'm getting it correctly though. I guess we gotta hear 15 more minutes of this. I don't know. We gotta, I know a lot of people like to gamble. How long do you think he can go on for? That's my question. By the way, you know who I think this is? I think this is our old friend. That guy who just could never keep Canelo's name out of his mouth. I think that's what it is. I don't know. Yeah, he sounds like him. He sounds equally as deranged. Maybe, I don't know if you guys know who I'm talking about. Maybe somebody who used to work at the truck stop. Somebody that never sowers would call a lot lizard. I think that's maybe. Look at him. He's still going. Jeez, Luis.
Canelo. Canelo, 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 Canelo.
You're still on the air, man. You're still in the air. Oh, he quit. It sounds like Booty Juice quit again. That sounds like the story of Booty Juice's life. He quit. Just like he quit calling to the show because I don't know, I think he got tired of us rimming him with his stupid opinions. Well, I mean, I shouldn't say stupid. I just uninformed, ignorant opinions. and he just couldn't keep it up, man. I wanted to see if he could keep it up, and he just couldn't keep it up. I gotta tell you something. I know a thing or two about keeping it up. I learned from the best. I was tutored by the best in the industry. But Booty Juice, he just can't do it. King Butcher says he quit like Tim. Yeah, he did. He did. I mean, if you can look by the body language, and I said, yeah, this dude, he's gonna quit. KO Boxing says the same thing. King Butcher says flaca. Yeah, that flaca, man. He'll really do it. He'll really do it to you. J-Rock says Canelo's gonna get the shit beat out of him by Crawford. Well, there you go. I think maybe J-Rock's the guy on the line. What else? Mario the Azteca Barrios. Come on. How are we gonna call him that? Hold on a second. This guy's calling back. Booty Juice, you're still on the line, man. What's up? Booty Juice?
Oh, I came at the perfect time.
Canelo, 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 Canelo.
Hey, Solvers, Booty Juice is going out, man. He's going out bad.
Canelo, Canelo,
Listen to him.
Canelo,
Hey, what's up? What's up, Booty Juice? What's going on?
Canelo, 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 Canelo.
Man, Booty Juice is really...
Hey, Swamp Ass, what's going on, bro?
Hey, Solvers, remember how we always used to say that the guy maybe was a little crazy? Especially when he got angry at us and he said he was going to behead me and all that. I think we were right, man. We hit the nail right on the head.
So how long has he just been screaming Canelo's name, bro?
Well, I said, let's see how long he can go for, and then he hung up or quit. I don't know. He just shut up. But now he's still going. I think it's because, you know what it is, though? I use reverse psychology on him. Reverse psychology. I wanted to see how long he could still go on for. And then I said, he's not going to keep going. And then as soon as I said that, then that's when he restarted the aneurysm or whatever he's going through. He's going through a fit here, it seems.
Do you think he's on the ground seizuring as he's saying this over and over?
I think he sucked a dick, one dick too many. And it bug broke him.
Oh, you think he caught something hanging around those
yeah, maybe.
stops?
Maybe. I don't know, man. I don't know.
Do you think he tells the truckers to call him Canela or Canelo? You know what I'm saying? Canelita?
Probably. Hold on. Let's go to another phone call here. Let's go.
He puts on a little red wig.
Let's see if somebody else can talk here. 203. You're on the air. 203. What's on your mind, man? You're on the line with Booty Juice.
Fundora. Fundora.
What's up, man?
BDA, it's your boy Revolution. What's going on?
Oh, Revolution. What's up, man?
What's up, bro? I was just at the casino, eating some food, drinking some drinks. I caught the very tail end of Tim Tszyu quitting like a girl. It was a sad sight to behold, man.
That's a shame, man, with Tim Tszyu. But hey, listen, if they're not built for the fight game, it is what it is, man. It's not for everybody.
No, that's it. That's a wrap. Time to be a gatekeeper. Oh man, hey, dude,
your message for.
Oh shit!
I was driving in. I listened into the show and I heard that Canelo fucking prank phone call. Man, I had to call in. That's legendary.
Yeah, I think that was Booty Juice. I think that was Booty Juice. It sounded like him. He had the same effeminate voice that we know from Booty Juice, and I think Canelo just bug broke him pretty much.
Oh my goodness gracious, man! Hey, I just want to call in, touch base, say what's up. I got to get home and watch these fights. I'm particularly surprised about the Pacquiao results. I got to actually watch that fight now.
Yeah, no, man, it was a weird fight. A lot of people are saying, the majority are saying Pacquiao should have gotten that decision. I don't know quite what to make of it, but who did you have? Oh, you didn't see it, you said, right?
No, I was out tonight. I was at the casino. I like I said, I caught the last fucking exchanges of Fundora and Tszyu as we were walking out the restaurant. I saw him go to the corner. He's just shaking his head. I said, this is a wrap. Walked away. I looked at my phone. And sure enough, that was it. He was done.
Yeah, man. I mean, it seemed to me as if he thought it was going to be easier. And then as soon as it got harder for him and things went awry, he just said he got demoralized. That's the way it seemed like to me here.
Yeah, dude. God damn, bro. God damn. Well, yeah, I just want to reach out, say what's up to you, brother.
All right. Well, listen, it's good to hear you're still doing
all
well.
these fights. I'm gonna jump in on a panel. I'm gonna jump in on a panel with y'all real soon and get back into the swing of things.
Fantastic, fantastic. It's you haven't eaten too many chair shots, right? You're still doing well, cognitively.
I got a scar now on my head, man. I got hit with a trash can. I got busted open really, really bad.
Join the club.
I got a big scar on my head now, but
join the club. I got plenty of battle scars myself from the industry days. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. Well, listen, Luisio. Luisio, it was good to hear from you. Don't be a stranger. Call back, man. All right? Jump on the panel, like you said.
Yes, sir. Be there.
All right, take it easy, man.
Peace.
All right, that was Revolucion right there. Sobers. Hold on, real quick. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Don't forget to hit like. We're going to be staying here on for a couple more minutes or a couple, we'll see what happens. But the phone lines are still open for about 10 minutes. Make sure to call in. Give us your thoughts on anything and everything. Boxing. Sobers. Busy night and day, I should say, at the Taqueria. I saw it was full. Mm-hmm. It had all the stars were there. You had Pigeon. You had Furioso. You had Professor X. Jimmy's right there, right now. Reckon, yeah, I mean, just myself, obviously, of course, can't leave me out. What did you think of the Pacquiao-Barrios fight?
Well, I feel as though that this guy Barrios is for me, he's a known sellout, right? He'll give up a fight. He'll take underhanded money to throw a fight. I think he kind of did something like that when he fought Gervonta Davis. I think he stayed in the division too long. He set himself up for a loss in order to get a title shot later. And I think he also something to do with that Keith Thurman fight too, right? Because he got beat up by Keith Thurman, then he got a title shot right after that. So I think he's a company man who plays ball, and I think he was trying to play ball right here against Pacquiao. I don't feel like he was really fighting with any urgency. You know, he was losing the fight, and he seemed to be content with just going 12 rounds with Pacquiao and not getting hurt. So he wasn't really acting. He wasn't acting or fighting like a champion to me in there. So I just thought something was off with that. I don't like calling every fight fake, but that was weird to me, right? And Manny Pacquiao, I think he won the fight, right? I think he won it. I think it was easy to see that, and the majority draw I thought was really strange. Right, so because I was thinking that, okay, I saw the lack of effort from Barrios, and I thought, okay, well, he's just going to take a dive. Manny Pacquiao is going to become a champion again, and then, who knows? Maybe they run it back with Mayweather, sometimes this year or next year, and they make like a mega fight off that. But it's strange to think what's going to happen now that he got the majority draw. I mean, no, Pacquiao gave a good account of himself, right? So they still might make that fight. So that's how kind of I'm looking at it right now. I don't think Barrios was really in there to win, and it looked like it. He wasn't acting like a champion to me.
Yeah, that's weird, man. Because like I was saying earlier, my thought would be, hey, get Pacquiao a win. You get yourself a bona fide star, a proven star, and you can match him. If you're the PBC, you can match him either with Tank. You can match him either maybe Mayweather, like you said, a rematch. But then another caller said something similar to what you said, that they were telling Barrios to pull his punches, and I go, well, what for? Why not just let Pacquiao win? Or if you're going to fix it, if you're going to tell a guy to not do something, then let Pacquiao win. Like I said, that's a bigger star right there. So I don't know. Something was off, man. Something was off for sure. I just can't quite put my finger on what it was. And my fingers can go all over the place. They've been some places they shouldn't have been. So for me to be able to place my finger in this situation, quite perturbing, if I may say so myself. By the way, in the chat, don't forget to call in, fellas. We're still going to be on the line for a couple of more minutes with the phone line. So make sure to call in
now.
I am
Call
Green
in right now, motherfucker.
Yeah, right now. Booty Juice, call back, man. well, actually, sober up first, and then you can call back. I Am Green says, how do you even get in that situation? Why catch a trash can on your head? Well, we should have specified. I don't think we clarified.
He's a wrestler, right?
Yeah, for the past couple of years, Revolucion has been doing the wrestling circuit, pro wrestling, and that involves, getting hit over the head with chairs.
Well, that had nothing to do with the garbage can incident, right? That happened at a Walmart, but
Yeah, I was gonna say. Imagine that that didn't even happen in the ring. It happened. He got into it with some fat guy at Kmart. No, but yeah, it sounded like it was wrestling related. So that ain't. People say, "Oh, wrestling's fake." You're still eating a chair shot to the face and the noggin.
The damage they take. Yeah.
Yeah, I gotta tell you, I'd rather be a boxer than a professional wrestler any day. Because a boxer, he'll box 3 times a year. These professional wrestlers, they gotta be on the road year-round, working out, working on the moves, and they're independent contractors. So I mean, it's not. I couldn't do it. Wouldn't do it. But shout out to L'Evolution. He really likes it. See, you gotta love it to be able to do it. It's not for everybody. Let's go to our phone call here. This late at night, 1:30 in the morning. 201, you're in the air. 201, what's on your mind?
Hello.
Hey, yeah, no, I just wanted to hop in the chat, and I'm just really fascinated by Fundora, and over the last few fights, how he's, I feel like, really grown his skill set to become much more well-rounded and use his range and his length a lot more. And I'm just kind of curious what you want to see for him next. I'd be curious against a few different fights at 154. Be interested to see how it goes against Jaron Ennis or a couple other potential fights.
Well, Jaron Ennis says he wants 2 tune-ups. That's what his team said, apparently. So I don't think they consider Fundora a tune-up. So I don't know if we're going to be seeing that fight right off the bat. Sobers, who would you like to see Fundora in there with next? And don't say Pacquiao, please.
Jaron Ennis.
All right. Second option.
Who else? Maybe if Bakram gets through Lubin, because I hear they're going to make that fight next.
Oh, yeah.
That'd be a good fight. There's 2 champions, right? It'd be a unification.
Yeah, well, that's the other thing. Caller, you know what? Which fight does pique my interest as it pertains to Fundora is him versus Jesus Ramos.
Ramos, okay.
Oh, okay.
What about you, caller? Who do you want to see Fundora fight next?
No, that could be. Yeah, no, I mean, I think the 2 names that came to mind for me were Ennis and Murtazaliev. Those are really the I think the top 2. And it was interesting also how I mean, I think Zoo's done, but the fact that Fundora's kind of sweeping left kept getting through on Zoo, just the same kind of angle that Murtazaliev's left hook kept landing. So I don't know. It's a shame because Zoo was starting to really connect on his crosses and seemed like he was starting to actually do some damage. But then once Fundora didn't fold, that was kind of it.
Yeah, you're right, man. He looked like he was building a comeback, and then all of a sudden he's just like, "Oh, sorry, gotta go. I don't got it anymore." That was weird. That was very strange. Now, realistically speaking, Fundora is with the PBC unless the Sheik gets behind him, no pun intended, and sets up a fight between other promotional entities. Maybe Fundora stays with the PBC side. So a Lubin fight, apparently Lubin wants to fight Murtazaliev. So that's what I'm thinking. Maybe Ramos makes more sense because Ennis is which matchroom now, like I was saying earlier. So yeah, we'll see what happens, man. I don't know. By the way, just real quick, who do you think won the Pacquiao-Barrios fight? That's the question of the night here.
Yeah, no, I mean, it was a close fight, man. I thought, Pacquiao was up early. Then I thought Barrios was taking control, particularly with his jab. Then Pacquiao seemed to get it back a little bit, and then the last few rounds were pretty competitive. Barrios was on a bit of a streak. So honestly, I I was edging towards Pacquiao, but I wasn't totally sure. So a draw didn't strike me like totally outrageous when I first heard it, but I got to rewatch it.
All right. Yeah, that's a good call right there, man. That's a good point right there, caller. Listen, we got to move on here, but thank you for your call. Call back next time, right? Take it easy out there.
All right, thank you.
All right, thank you, man.
You too.
Yeah, that's an interesting. Yeah, where does Fundora go from here, man? That's a good question right there. Don't forget to hit the like, fellas. Hit the like, hit the like, hit the like, hit the like. I'm gonna close the phone lines now. Maybe end the show soon. Maybe I don't know. I want to. What are they doing over at the taqueria right now, Soros?
Just talking shit, going over the Dustin, the UFC just finished, right? And Max Holloway and Dustin Poirier were fighting.
Now,
That
spoilers.
was a pretty good fight.
Spoilers. Who won? Spoilers.
Max Holloway.
Who won the first two fights, by the way?
Poirier beat him twice.
Is that right?
Interesting that he gotta win at the end, I guess. At the end of their careers, kind of. Well, at the end of Dustin's career, Poirier, that's his last fight.
So you do the same thing everybody else does with boxing, right? When the people call it Shakur Stevenson, Shakur, you do it over at MMA. Alex, Chad, that's what you call them by the first names.
Well, I mean, whatever comes to mind first.
There you go. See, that's a sensible answer right there. Everyone else, every time I say it, they just go, because you know why? Because I caught them. I caught them playing favorites, calling these guys like.
No, I mean, because I'll say their full name or their last name. Just whatever.
Yeah, because they're besties with these people. Well, listen, phone lines are closed. I really wanted Booty Juice to call in again. By the way, did I ever show you guys this? He was over at the Black and Browns one day. That's the last time I ever saw Booty Juice before he went to rehab, or maybe got lost on the streets. I don't know. This is him. I don't know. You guys are gonna hear that. The reason why I tell you that he sounds and acts very feminine, it's not just that he acts very feminine. He sounds like it too. Check this out.
Right now,
He's the guy Hugo de Fundio in the lower left-hand corner.
Fundio.
You would never say shit before. Now you come back, you're all energetic and shit. I like it though.
in your life, but I don't even.
Did you hear that? That's what I'm talking about. What is that, man?
But I don't even know.
Fucking prostitute loans.
In your life,
Sounds like all we need is this. Oh shit, you guys can hear it. Hold on. Oh, you can hear it. You can hear it, right? Could you hear the sound?
I can hear something.
Yeah, you could. I mean, I don't know, man. I mean, let's just play that one last time, man. Come on. Not the other one. This one.
Dude, I like it though.
in your life,
He just can't ad-lib. He can't ad-lib. If he gets all hung up, if you get him going, he'll just snap and Canelo. I'm gonna behead you. I'm gonna rip your head off one day. It's like, whoa, way to keep it cool there, Jack.
Remember that one time he called in and told me he was gonna empty your balls, BDA? That was weird.
I don't remember that, man.
I can distinctly remember that call.
Oh, we got Jimmy jumping in here. Jimmy.
What's going on, man? I'm just giggling at the you guys. So that's what goes on in the late night fucking shows, huh?
I mean, listen, it's we're running on fumes.
That's fucking. I was laughing, man.
I'm running on fumes right now.
Price, man.
I'm running on fumes, but yeah, what people, just to let you know, people in the chat are saying Pacquiao got robbed. What did you think? What happened?
I thought he won. I thought he won the fight. Absolutely. I thought he won the fight. Yeah. I would have given the fight to him. I mean, I'd like to see it again on the widescreen, but from what I could see. Well, what did you think?
You know what? I wasn't even keeping score. I was just surprised that Pacquiao was doing better than I expected, and so I was really being mindful not to let that sway me. Because, sometimes that can happen. Like, oh, the guy's doing better than expected. You start giving him rounds that maybe he doesn't deserve. No. But what I'm interested in is, why wouldn't the PBC just give it to Pacquiao? Because now they got themselves a bona fide star with Pacquiao. Why would they be so... Yeah.
I think at 46, I mean, first off, right? Say he wins Then he's got the belt. Then it's a whole nother headache to deal with him as a champion, right? Who's to say he'd even stay with the PBC, right? I don't know. I think because Barrios is their guy, they probably said, we'll even give you this fight that you don't deserve. I mean, the guy's been inducted into the fucking Boxing Hall of Fame. That's how long he's been out of the game, right? And so, yeah, I think they probably said, listen, unless you stop him, you know, I don't believe it was a majority draw. I really do believe Pacquiao won that fight by probably 3 rounds. You know what I mean? I'd have to look at it again. But yeah, I definitely gave it to Pacquiao. But it's like giving a fucking welterweight, a 46-year-old welterweight a champion the belts. You know what I mean? I think that's a risky thing.
But that's the thing, though. How bad? Because listen, we all, well, you and I at least, expected Pacquiao to lose. We didn't expect him to look good at 46. How bad is Barrios? That Pacquiao, 46-year-old guy who hasn't fought in over 5 years, gets the best of him. This is insane.
Yeah, he just had a hard time with the fucking the bouncing, you know. Plus the angles. You look at the fucking who's who of guys Pacquiao's fought, and then you look at the who's not that fucking Barrios fought, and it really showed. It really showed. Like, I mean, even in the guys he's lost to, like get knocked out by Tank Davis, it's like big deal. You know what I mean? Like this is Pacquiao. But he's 46. It's an embarrassment. A majority draw like Barrios should be home right now, fucking getting drunk and just. Are you
saying, as the Italians used to say, that this is an infamia? Is that what you're saying?
Exactly.
Yeah, I can't wrap my mind around it, Jimmy. Barrios, you know what? Maybe I gave him too much credit. I thought he was going to be too quick, too sharp for an old Pacquiao. And there is Pacquiao just snapping his head around with punches. It's unbelievable.
Yeah, I mean, because you guys think 46 years old, it's a welterweight. This isn't Archie Moore in the heavyweights. You know what I mean? It's never even come close. I mean, what's the oldest welterweight champion before that? 42, maybe 41. I can't remember who it was, but
hold on. Before when you said?
Maybe 41. Yeah, but when I was growing up, dude, 32 was a fucking old welterweight. 33. Right. You know what I mean? This is craziness. 46 years old.
Hey, by the way, we got Fu jumping in. Fu was one of the people who was saying picking Pacquiao from the start. Fu, what happened here?
So, can you guys hear me?
You're kind of low.
Shit.
You're kind of low.
So I can let me see if I can bring that audio up. Check. Do you hear me now?
Now I can hear you. There you go. He's putting up the
I don't understand why this shit's so damn low.
You got a fucking condenser mic. Yeah, I hear you well. You got a condenser mic. You got a good preamp, and yet you sounded low earlier. That's unacceptable. That's like Barrios.
What it is I'm in a very large room, so there's echoes.
Ah, come on.
So what I do is I have a low sensitivity. That's why I fucking hate Discord, because it makes you bring your audio to 100%. It's really weird because how the fuck is my audio like low when I got it at 30 for sensitivity?
Hey, listen, if you can't run with the big dog, stay on the porch. All right.
No, what it is they want to like fucking track. They want to hear your dog's fart like 3 rooms down. It's like, what the fuck? Like, because I'm not even kidding. I listened to this. I'm like, I literally took a soda cap and threw it into the next room, and I could hear that shit hit the ground like a nuclear explosion. It's like, why does this fucking sensitivity got to be so high?
Well, get yourself a gate. Get yourself a gate or something. A channel strip.
I have a less sensitive microphone. It just doesn't sound as good as this one.
All right. Listen,
I know if you heard any of my live streams, you'll hear the difference.
This is turning into the Audio Technica podcast. Who did you have? So you had?
I had Manny Pacquiao winning all day.
Whoa!
I thought he got clearly robbed. Clearly. This guy didn't even come to fight. He was scared. He was fucking scared. He was he was throwing half punches almost the entire fight. Manny Pacquiao's coming in there trying to bring the fight. He's like, what the fuck? It's like, bro, I'm 46. I'm coming off a 4-year layoff. What the fuck are you doing? And he's coming in bringing the action. This guy's barely even trying. That's what I said. That's why I predicted that Manny was going to break this guy's right eye. That was built on if he was going to come in aggressive, right? And he didn't. He was throwing badoinks for the majority of the fight. I thought he very clearly lost his fight. This was insane. Dude, I'll tell you this. That Manny Pacquiao there will beat Tank Davis for sure. Because this is one of the things they were trying to build up. Tank Davis was talking about coming up to 147. And I'll put money that this Manny beats him.
Well, let me
He
let me
will.
go to Jimmy on that. That's an interesting Jimmy. In the past, we've sort of been overly critical, perhaps some would say, of Tank Davis. I think we're right on the money. But what do you think about what Fu's saying? Do you think a 46-year-old, the Pacquiao that we saw tonight, how do you think he does against Tank Davis?
Oh, he would. Yeah, no, Tank's too little for him.
He's too good.
Interesting.
He's too. Look how good the
Yeah,
guy.
too good. Plus,
Even at
even
46,
at
the guy was
46, he
great.
probably beat him. I mean, I think Tank's been exposed. I mean, the drinking, the fucking knuckleheadness. I mean, he lost a fight to Lamont Roach.
Yeah. Even at
You know
46,
what I mean?
even at 46, this fucking guy has some of the best footwork, if not the best footwork at welterweight. At 46 years old,
You could tell right away though that he's compared to the old. He came out flat-footed, like, you know what I mean, for the most part, and he did it flat-footed, which is even more impressive because Pacquiao's claim to fame was his bouncing, be able to hit you on the bounce, like just most guys will throw a punch on the way up, like coming off the canvas, but he'll do that bounce, he'll bounce in, and just as his toes hit the canvas, before his heels even hit, boof, he can hit you. And that's because he had he still does have those monster calves, and that was the driving force behind his power and doing things that most guys couldn't do. And that's what made him tricky because you fight people your whole life, and people never can hit you hard. Like if you're bouncing in just as you land, as you hit throw the punch, it's usually the opposite way. But because of those fucking crazy calves, he was always able to do that. Yeah,
he looked great. It don't matter what age he is. If this was some new up and comer who did that to Barrios, you'd probably say, yeah, that guy got robbed. He looked good.
Oh, no, he absolutely would. But then again, it's also more of a condemnation on the sport. Like Barrios shouldn't be a world champion. Like 46-year-old men, I don't give a fuck if they were Jesus Christ reincarnated. Like, you know what I mean? Let's be honest. Pacquiao should not be able to come off the couch 4 years at 46 years old and beat your fucking welterweight champion of the world. I mean, and they had to rob the kid to keep him as a majority draw. It's sad. He shouldn't have got the fucking opportunity to fight for a title if this sport was actually run properly. You know what I mean? Like, what have you done, dude? Other than what are they giving like credit to? Like, well, you're in the Hall of Fame now. Like, this Hall of Fame guys get special treatment. It's crazy.
Well, that's a great point right there. That's a great point. But can I just say real quick, Sobers, it sounds like you're loading bullets into a clip, a magazine or something.
That's exactly what it sounded like. No, that's funny. That's exactly what it sounded like.
Are you prepared? Are you prepared for a booty juice?
I'm just plotting on my enemies. Don't mind me.
Manny got robbed. Things are gonna happen.
He's looking at the plans for the clock tower.
Someone has to fix boxing, BDA. Someone has to do something.
Yeah, man. I thought maybe you were prepared.
He's putting on his war paint right now. You ever saw Commando?
That's what he's doing.
Fucking war paint on him.
With the fucking steel drums
right now.
The steel drums in the background. Ding, 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 ding,
exactly. Ding, ding. But, I played that on my show. I remember one time you asked me and I found it. That is a funny song, dude. That's like what? It's like it's like the music you hear in the Bahamas. And yet he's
that's when you're gonna.
He's putting these big ass bullets and putting a bazooka round in with this ding, 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 ding.
Hey,
he's a little too happy, bro.
Food TV takes requests, by the way.
What?
Yeah, I said Food TV will take requests on his show. If you ask him to play a specific track.
One time he asked me to play the that song from Commando, and I remember I thought it was funny. It's weird because it's got this kind of romantic sound in it too. It's like a fucking horn in there or something. Sounds like something from like the Night Sons.
Yeah, they got like a saxophone.
You're talking about those 55. They cut the 55-gallon drums in half, right? And then they blowtorch them and they make those ding 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 Caribbean drums.
Ding ding ding.
Yeah, I didn't know the process. I didn't know that's how they would do it. But yeah,
I've seen them make them. Yeah, I seen them make them down in.
That was back when movies. You remember that was back when movies actually had themes. Like the music had a fucking theme. Nowadays it'll be like a period piece. It's set in like London in the 1920s, and they're playing fucking Jay-Z. You're like, what the hell? What the fuck is going on here?
That's true. That's
true.
I
gotta say, man, fucking Usyk. I mean, I think I had him at the 10th round, and I was even skeptical on that for picking him to stop Dubois. But when I ever saw him come out of that fucking in the stare he gave him before the fight started.
You saw when he landed that low blow? He's like, bro, I'm gonna knock you the fuck out right now.
No, he was a man on a mission.
He hit him with this big low blow.
Sure he stopped him. He stopped him before instead of like doing what he normally does, take him into deep waters and drown him. Yes. By then it's like he's completely safe. He took him out and stopped him while he was still.
He
in
dropped
all
him.
actuality, should have been avoiding the power.
He
If
dropped him.
lost like
Dude, his
power in the
back,
first 5 rounds.
his back was on the ropes in the fourth. He dropped the fucking guy with a right hand while he was on the ropes. Like, people saying this guy can't punch is just crazy. This dude, Usyk can fucking punch.
Of course he can.
That dude was. I told people. I said, dude, that guy's coming to fuck that guy up.
Oh,
because he hit him with all those low blows. He proved something.
It's the way he throws his punches. He doesn't like have to. Most guys, you'll see them, they'll kind of wind back, like they pull back, and all the extension into the. You know what I mean? And all that extra movement looks like. So because he just sits there and poof, and he just punches just throws it straight from the shoulder.
It doesn't
look like there's a lot behind it, but believe me, that fucking dude, when he wants to hurt you, he can hurt you.
But it's also the adrenaline
from the school.
It's also the adrenaline, because unlike his other fights, this guy, he generally hates him. He generally dislikes this man. And he hit him with a low blow. I don't know if you guys saw it. Big low blow in the fourth round. Referee looks at it and he doesn't say shit. So Usyk, you see him, he like does this kind of nod, like, huh, okay. And from that point, I saw this guy's going to knock this guy out. I said in my stream, I did a live play-by-play, and I said he's going to knock him out very soon. And that next round, he came in after that fourth, and he just beat the fuck out of him and knocked him out right there. That's all. That a lot of that is adrenaline, because you know how they say, like, when your child's trapped under a car, your body like gives you all that extra energy to kind of lift the fucking car. That's what he had. That dude was punching that guy with all rage.
That happened to
kill that guy.
That happened to my mother-in-law.
The car to put it down on me.
Yes, exactly. He's like, I fucking hate this kid. I fucking die.
You know what, though? I hear what you guys are saying about Usyk, and yeah, he did. I think those extra pounds that he packed on really helped him snap Dubois' head around. But I got to tell you, our friend Telkines, who predicted Dubois would win, he was saying that yesterday on the podcast on Friday, or the day before, rather, because now it's Sunday. But anyway, he was saying that Dubois was going to expose the bomb Usyk. So some people could say, he's just a little salty now that he got the prediction wrong. But he showed a clip of Usyk hitting Dubois behind the head. And I got to tell you, I looked at the clip and I said, you know what? You can't go against the evidence. What do you guys think about that?
The thing is, who gives a fuck? The guy, dude, this guy's landing all these low blows. No one gave a fuck about those low blows, right? They kept harping on this one shot. They're like, oh, well, it was low, but it wasn't low. I don't think it was low. They went on. What about all the 10 other low blows that this guy landed? No one talks about any of that shit. What this shit is just copium to save that trash bag's career. That's what that is. That's what they're doing. They're creating another narrative to save that little shitbag's career. He hit him in the back of the head. It's like, fuck you. He got his ass whooped. End of story.
Yeah, there's a lot of people who didn't want, somebody from the Ukraine to be considered, like you have to now, since 2015, right? Probably the most dominant by the level of competition he's fought, by going up to heavyweight from cruiserweight, and now becoming the first. Not only the first unified heavyweight champion, but do it a second time at 38. He's taken out anybody who could even be questioned as the top heavyweight.
He looked amazing tonight. He really did.
And it was sharp, and it wasn't just he so knocked him out. He was so elusive and hard to hit. He came with the angles. I mean, it looked like a kid a world level fucking, guy who fought at the best of even the amateurs, you know what I mean? He fought at a world level his whole career. And then he showed it. He showed what a well-trained boxer who's been fighting and took, trained as a real boxer and took his craft seriously, what it can look like against a hard-punching, kid in his prime.
He took it to him, too. At some point, he stopped moving. He's like, bro, you know what? Like I said, in the fourth round, he took that big low blow, and I saw him, give this guy a look, and he was thinking, at that point, he went into kill mode. Like he became the Usyk you saw in the first Tyson Fury fight. And he's like, and then he started stepping to him and coming straight at him. He became the fucking Terminator.
He's just such a fucking devastating counterpuncher, and he makes you not want to throw your hands because if you don't catch him just right, he's going to punish you.
Yep.
And again, his punches don't look like they have a lot on them. So when he gets people hurt, people are like, whoa, I wasn't expecting that. But yeah, they were just well placed. And it's one of the hardest things to teach people, not to try to throw too much behind their punches. You can usually see when somebody's frustrated, they'll just, load up. he just throws probably 65% of his power behind his shots because he knows it's all about the right, timing. Boom, right on the chin.
Well, this one, he was punching to knock that guy out, and he did it. If you watch my play-by-play, I said he's gonna knock him out soon because I saw it. He was aiming to knock that guy out.
Well, I gotta tell you though, I posted the clip there that, or rather, screenshot that Telkines provided to me, and I can't put it up on the screen. I don't think because it's a clip. It's like a screen cap of the fight, so I don't want to risk it. But what do you guys think? Is the evidence damning? I just put it here on this.
Where is it? I don't know. I can't see it. Where would I have to click for that?
It's right here on this chat or whatever it's called, this room. Because I gotta tell you, some people are gonna say, "Oh, Telkines is being salty. He doesn't want to admit he was wrong." Mm-hmm. But I gotta tell you, rabbit shots are rabbit shots, and they're no joke. All right. I know people think of rabbits as these cute, fluffy creatures, but that's not what we're talking about. A rabbit shot has nothing to do with a cute, fluffy creature. It has to do with hitting behind the head.
What do I have to click on to see that? I don't
forget it.
The center bubble, your message bubble.
I can't see the bubble.
It should be in the middle of where the mute.
You know what?
I click on BDA.
Jimmy.
No, I can see exactly what you're saying, Mr. BDA, on the punch there. But look what Dubois' feet are. He turned his upper body. He slipped a punch and threw a punch. Just because you hit somebody in the back of the head doesn't mean it's a rabbit punch. Meaning, like, if it's a follow through and a punch, like say the fighter throws a punch and he misses, at the same time you're throwing a punch and you clip him in the back of the head, that's not a rabbit punch. Like, the ref is going to warn you there. Hey, that's where you're like, a lot of times the guy hit me in the head. Yeah, well, you turned your fucking body. What was he supposed to do? He threw a punch and that's where your head was at the time.
What it is that shit's some fucking copium. You got what these guys are now calling race fans, and they're fucking crying. Because I heard these guys all over the place saying this guy's going to knock Usyk out. It's like, you guys are fucking retarded. This guy's not even close to the level Usyk's at.
To be fair, Telkines is no race fan. In fact, he's a converted Hindu. He's a converted Hindu. And so I think he's looking at the world.
But he was picking. Was he picking Usyk at the Dubois to win?
Yeah, he was picking.
That's what
Dubois
that sounds like to me. Yeah, for sure it is. That's what it is.
All right. Well, that's
this guy got outclassed. He got 100% outclassed.
Well,
he
that's
didn't need no rabbit punch to beat that man.
That's Fu's opinion, and that's Jimmy's opinion, and we'll see. Hopefully, we can get Telkines on the line one of these days.
I just can't see the picture. I don't know where to click. I don't see a bubble on the screen.
Sounds to me like you're pretending not to see. It's like, no, you don't want to see your hero.
No, I don't see it. What do I click on to find that?
Well, are you on your phone or on your PC?
I'm on my PC.
Well, you should be able to, in this room where we're at, where you see my icon and you see Jimmy's icon, it should be underneath that. You should be able to see a bunch of messages. I'm going to post one here.
There's no messages.
Mr. BDA, look, this is what Eamon just sent me. Hold on, I'll put it.
Hopefully,
can you put it up? Can you put it up on the screen in the YouTube video?
I'm afraid I can't do that. Actually, you know what I can do? I'll share it with you privately here on this room, but I can't put it on the screen because then it's gonna. Well, but I'll show it to you here. Hold on. Where is this shit?
This Discord shit is just weird. Like,
I know,
what
man.
the hell is
I
this?
know.
This shit's all over the place. There's so much stuff on my screen right now. Like, what the hell? Let me see. I see something.
Real quick. Okay, let me just give me 2 seconds here. I'm gonna share something with Fu here. All right, I'm sharing that.
Put it up on the screen.
I'm sharing my screen here with you, so you should be able to see it. Meantime,
I think I saw the video. That's the video you're showing.
It's a clip. It's a screen cap. It's a screen cap.
Yeah, I think I saw that. It went away now. It says stream pause.
Oh, okay. Hold on.
Did you see?
There he is. Should be up now.
All right, I see that. So wait. You're telling me this fucking idiot freeze frame that shit?
I didn't call him an idiot. Didn't call him an idiot.
I'm sorry. No, he's a great guy. I'd like to see that in motion. I can't just see a screen cap because we don't know if he's turning it over yet. Also, that looks like the inside of the glove. So who the fuck cares if he landed a slap?
Well,
he knocked him out with a fucking slap.
If it's landing behind the head, it's landing behind the head. That's all I'm going to say.
That's in. Okay, so that's in. So he's saying that's what knocked him out. Really?
But even then, just because you punch someone in the back of the head doesn't make it a rabbit shot or an illegal. Let me put it this way: an illegal punch.
We have to see that in motion. It has to be in motion.
Yeah, exactly. Snapshot it there. If Dubois to a left hand, which it looks like he clearly did, missed. Look at his hip. Look where his hips are. His hips are still kind of facing towards him. Like he put himself in that position when he missed. So you're a counter puncher. Your guy, you're timing it. He throws, you throw a punch over the top. And because Dubois put too much behind it, he followed through and his whole body twisted and he put his head in that position. Like you can turn it around. I'm telling you, I've tried to do it. Oh, we got me in the back of the head. And it's like, shut up, you turned your head.
That doesn't really look like, that looks like, if that was a punch, that looks like the side of the head. Also, that looks like a very slow. That video doesn't look like a high frame rate, so it looks like this trailing.
Are you saying? Are you saying Telkine's
rabbit punch?
Well, excuse me. Are you saying Telkine's doctored it? Is that what you're saying?
It looks like it might be on the ear. That's what it looks like to me. You can see it, right? What do you do? Fucking get an illegal stream, all pixelated?
Probably.
A picture of that shit. What is that? That's like the lowest quality fucking video ever. Like, bro, give us a high quality image.
It's like a Bigfoot.
This guy's crying. This guy's crying. He's crying. Bro, Usyk beat his ass. Get over it.
Well, listen, all I'll say is
shit out of him.
Did you see the thing I posted that he sent me?
Can I play it on the air or is it too dirty or what is it?
Yeah, I don't care. Yeah, no, I don't care. That's what he sent me. He said in response, he goes, the LBC tonight.
Well, no, I mean, I know you don't care, but I mean, is it safe for work is what I'm saying.
Oh, maybe not. You watch it first.
Oh boy. All right. So he's saying something about the LDVC and then you got, come on. What is it? I'm not going to play that. I'm not going to play that. But just, what's this Haymanites? So I don't know what he's up to, man. And hopefully he's okay. But what the fuck? No, but you know what though? I was going to say this about Usyk. The fact that people are saying, okay, he's good, but could he compete with the all-time greats from the 60s? That to me is definitely. That to me is actually
he would.
Well, hold on, that's a compliment.
All of them,
but that's a compliment because what they're saying is, well, he beat everyone now, but could he beat? Once you're going that far, where only the people from the past could beat him, then you know that he's that good. Then that's what they're admitting.
Well, my thing is this: if you're trying to compare him against the all-time greats, isn't he in the conversation as an all-time great?
Exactly.
Sure, definitely, he's an all-time.
You know what I mean? So it's kind of like, yeah, but could he compete against the greatest heavyweight who ever lived?
look, how old was Manny?
So you're saying he's in that class?
How old was Muhammad Ali when he beat George Foreman?
Mid-30s, I think.
Those guys aged a lot more. Yeah, mid-30s.
He was in his mid. Look, this guy's almost 40 years old, and he's making this young man look stuck in the mud.
But I mean, those guys also had 50, 60, 70 fights.
Yeah. I understand. But look, Usyk.
So by the time they were 38, I mean, they were eating their fucking.
Yeah, but how many amateur fights did this guy have? This guy had a shit ton of amateur fights, didn't he?
I mean, that's with headgear, 3-minute rounds. You don't usually take too much.
But these guys aren't fighting the best of the best. I mean, back then, their pro careers, like their amateur mixed together. Right.
Yeah, no, and listen, I agree. I put Usyk. I'm telling you right now.
Yeah, he's great. He's for a heavyweight. The fucking dude is amazing. For a heavyweight,
he's gone. No matter. Listen, you can only fight the guys in your era, right? That's all you can do. You can't be responsible that if the class isn't as great as or deep as it used to be. But if what you do is take out and dominate the best of the guys that around. I mean, that dude Dubois sparked Anthony AJ, right? Sparked him. He would probably fucking spark out Wilder at any time. I think he could have beat Wilder back when Wilder was still, they were still lying about him as being a fucking actual all-time great. And
I don't know if he would have beat Wilder. To be honest, I don't think he would have. Dubois, just like prime Wilder, I think would have knocked Dubois out.
Oh.
Just because Wilder, he had that ramrod straight right hand, and Dubois doesn't really move his head off the line. You see a lot of guys just shoot it right down the middle when they hit him. The thing is, Usyk, he's a smaller man, and he's able to. I mean, he did. Like, who's done this to Dubois? Just bullied him and beat the fuck out of him. And arguably, this is the best version of Dubois. Dubois never looked better. Like, he looks like he's taking punches. He's not quitting. He's taking huge punches from AJ, and he keeps coming. He's like the Terminator. He's like the weird, retarded Terminator.
Oh, come on.
And he coming in there. All right, sorry. He's like, he's still retired, kind of retired. But he came in there. Usyk beat the fuck out of him, people. He was trying to act all tough. He's like, and the new. And Usyk was looking a hole through him. He's like, bro, you punched my dick off. I'm going to kill you in this fight. That's what it was. That dude came in there to prove something. He was so pissed.
We still have to address the rabbit shots, but that's going to come on later. But go ahead, Jimmy. What?
Yeah, exactly. That's what they're gonna say after Canelo knocks Crawford out. Oh, look, he hit him on his hip one time. That's why he knocked him out. Yeah, shut up.
I'll tell you, Bam Rodriguez looked pretty fucking. Bam Rodriguez looked dialed in tonight. What do you think, Mr. BDA?
Well, just to say, Telkines also said that Bam, the hype job, he said, was going to get found out.
Yeah, found out.
I think that one, he doesn't have a reason. The Usyk Dubois thing, yeah, I'm looking into that and I'm thinking maybe he might have a point. But Bam versus Cafu, Cafu was just trying to survive in there. I can't blame him. He was doing that tactic of just shelling up and trying to catch Bam in between shots. But that's not gonna work against a guy like Bam, because eventually, with that type of firepower he has, he's just gonna hit the arms, he's gonna go to the body, and eventually he's gonna break through the guard. And that's what happened. I mean, Cafu did pretty well, but
I didn't get to see that fight. How was that?
What was it? 12-round TKO or 11th?
TKO.
I think 11th round. Yeah. Oh yeah. They waved the towel. The fucking the crew got up on the side of the ring. Waving the towel is irrelevant, which is really the funny part. They do that to get the attention of the ref. Just your corner stepping up onto the apron. The fight's over. That's what it should have happened. What was supposed to happen with Davis, but you know what I mean. It was. The minute they stepped up, with that towel in the hand, especially, they should have waved the fight instantly, because that's what you're supposed to as a referee. But for some reason, he must have been, no, wait a minute. Well, I'm going to allow him in the middle of a round to wipe the soul glow out of his eyes. It was just the most embarrassing thing I've seen this sport do in so long. You think the sport can't go any lower? Something like that happens.
Well, listen.
Bam Rodriguez looked fucking fascinating. Great.
I hope he was looking at his hand, and they asked him about his hand. So hopefully that he said the hand's fine. We'll see what happens a week from now, where you never know. Maybe they go, oh, his hand's hurt. But they already got the Martinez fight done even before this one was finished. So hopefully he's fit for that fight. But yeah, Bam Rodriguez, I mean, Cafu did okay, man. But you can't beat a guy like Bam Rodriguez hoping that you're going to catch him with a shot coming in. Because what happens if you don't catch him with a shot? Then what? He just got outworked, outboxed, and overwhelmed. And Martinez, he's not gonna wait that much, so that could actually could be even better for Bam. Is what I'm trying to get at.
Yeah.
Because that guy's gonna give him openings.
He doesn't let you rest. That's the key. He just keeps the pressure on you, and I can't stress enough. It almost never happens, no matter what the fighter is. You'll always see them kind of step back. You know what I mean? We see it all the time, right? Just think about any fight you normally watch. Guys don't constantly coming at you. Even if he's not hitting you, he's changing angle. He's walking towards you, and you're thinking, okay, is this the way? So mentally, he exhausts you. And when you make mistakes is when you're tired, and when you're not thinking right, everything keeps coming and coming. It's the constant pressure. You can try to practice for that. You can try to fucking spar for it. Just keep have even two different fighters. One to go 1 minute, 30 seconds with one guy, then so the next guy at 1:30 is fresh. So they keep constant, but it doesn't matter, because if you pull a hammy, fucking get cramped, you can stop. It's nothing like the same thing. To fight a guy like Bam, someone coming at you is just it's relentless.
You know what's funny, guys? This fucking idiot Showbiz put $10,000 on Dubois. He put $10,000 on Dubois winning. He fucking lost $10,000.
Well, hold on. The guy lost a bet.
Dude, he put up a video, and you see the look on his face. This fucking dude is shitting his pants watching this fight.
But why do you gotta call him an idiot, though? The guy lost.
What a fucking idiot.
Come on. Jimmy, what do you think about that?
Sorry, I gotta say, that's such a dumb bet. You are a fucking idiot, Showbiz.
Come on,
Sorry,
man.
sorry.
Come on.
I should say it. I'll say
Yeah,
it on my channel. I'm sorry.
Showbiz, doesn't he have a good sized channel? He's like a
Yeah,
is
of
that
course.
the
Yeah,
same
He's the
channel?
biggest.
Perfect eyeballs for a fucking whatever. Dude, Usyk beat the fuck out of this guy. I'm watching the replay. He's clipping this dude with his left hooks on his chin. Showbiz is sitting in the chair crying.
Come on. He's not really crying. Come on.
Dude, he looks like the black fucking Kermit the Frog.
Oh, come on, Jimmy. Could you put a stop to this? Jimmy, could you put a stop to this, please?
Oh, come on. That motherfucker looks like Kermit the Frog. Come on, let's be real.
I mean, I gotta tell you,
Yes. Yeah, that's me. Thank you very much.
If you've seen, I mean, that's not surprising. Like, I didn't realize at a point because I wasn't paying attention, but I got him and I sent me some links. He's like, yeah, they desperately want to see Usyk lose.
Oh,
because
for sure, yeah.
The ramifications are, the best.
Dude, I'm watching the knockout. The dude
it's hard to say. It's hard to say it's not him, right? The most dominant fighter in the past decade.
He might be the wrong complexion. Maybe that could be it.
It's 100% what it is.
It could be it. You guys got to stop being racist, bro. Boxing is boxing. Stop looking at the skin color so much.
I agree. I've been trying to tell people that for the past 100 years. But does anyone listen to me? No. We got the guns jumping in. The guns. Pacquiao versus Barrios. What'd you think?
Hey, how's it going, Mr. Breedier?
What's up,
What's
Guns?
up, Jimmy?
Hey, what's going on, buddy? What's going on, brother?
Yo, Gonzalo, did you crash your scooter?
Come on, that was like 2 months ago.
Yeah, man. The last time I spoke to you, you fucking, what was it? You hurt yourself. You got hurt on that fucking scooter. You got to stop riding around that. You need to stop that shit. Get off that shit. Get in the car, bro.
All right. I'm trying to get his.
I'm just trying to help him. I don't want to see him get hurt. That's the thing.
Right. No.
Right. Go on. Sorry for cutting you off.
So Pacquiao Barrios, Gonzalo. What'd you think, man? People are saying Pacquiao got robbed.
Pacquiao? Nah, I thought it was pretty even. Yeah.
Oh my god.
I thought to myself, Pacquiao has nothing left because he hardly landed punches clean.
Oh my god, he landed the
all right, hold on, fool. Let him give his
all right. I'm gonna mute myself. I'm sorry.
Jesus Christ.
Go ahead, go.
The six combination punches, 4, 5, 6 punches, that was gone. It was only ones and twos and maybe a third. By the time he threw the third and he missed, he was falling off balance. Wasn't really punching through his opponent, connecting cleanly. He did all right for the age because he still kept moving.
Mm-hmm.
At least he showed up in somewhat decent shape. But obviously, this is not the old Manny Pacquiao. But respect to him because he still was able to squeak out a draw against the current welterweight champion. So if you would put the prime Pacquiao versus this version of a prime Mario Barrios, because that's what he is.
Yes.
Obviously, you would know what would happen in that case.
Dude, yeah, exactly. Like you said, look, there's a 46-year-old Manny Pacquiao coming off a 4-year layoff, and he's fighting the best version of Barrios. I thought he clearly beat Barrios, very clearly. He landed the biggest punches of the whole fight. Manny Pacquiao landed the biggest punches.
Barrios is technically, physically at his peak. He no longer has to boil himself down to 140. 31 years old. Usually that's a man's peak when it comes to boxing. But Gonzalo, I'm curious. Were you surprised at how well Pacquiao did?
Oh, because I said it yesterday. I told you guys. We all know this too. When has Pacquiao ever not been in a competitive fight? Aside how recognized is when he got knocked out by Marquez.
Mm-hmm.
But even in that fight, he had dropped Marquez. They dropped each other one time. But Pacquiao was rallying back, and I think he broke Marquez's nose until he got knocked out.
He broke
in the following round or two. That fight was competitive. Okay, ma. Buenas noches. Yeah. So all his other fights before, Jeff Horn got robbed. Timothy Bradley got robbed. Freaking. The Morales fight was competitive. Ugas fight, some people thought Manny Pacquiao won, competitive. Mayweather, competitive. When has Pacquiao ever been blown out of the water?
That's a good point. That's a good
It's never
point.
happened. It's never. I don't think. Maybe earlier in his career when he was a little kid. Outside of that, it's never happened.
Yeah, but Gonzalo, I'm
It
still
didn't happen now
surprised.
either.
But I'm still surprised at 46, because like you said, there's one thing for him even
He
at
looked
38,
great.
39. I mean, you know, people, I don't know if you guys heard, but people were calling in and people in the chat, most people are saying Pacquiao got jumped, but then there's also a couple of people, a sizable number actually, who believe that Barrios was pulling his shots.
Oh my God! Yes, he was pulling his shots, of course, because he didn't want to be out of position. You saw how hard this guy was throwing those punches. He still got agility. He still got power. He still got speed. He still got better footwork than Barrios. He got better defense. So what's Barrios supposed to do? I predicted this fight was going to end by TKO. That Pacquiao was going to TKO this guy. And the reason why it didn't happen is because Barrios fought a very reserved fight. You noticed that, right? He was throwing half punches. He's not even extending his jabs out completely. He's not throwing any hard right hooks. He wasn't even throwing hooks for the most part. You see him throwing big left hook, big right hook. No, he was just throwing straight shit down the middle. And there were halfway punches for the most part. He was really trying to catch Manny coming in. When Manny jumped in, he'd like try to hit him with some body shots. He was trying to follow Ugas's game plan.
This is why it's hard to give the fight to Pacquiao. Sorry, Biddy. This was a very long time ago, but do you guys remember? I don't know what happened in Pacquiao's life. I'm not saying he got a little soft, but something happened to, like, when he fought Timothy Bradley. I believe it was the first time. He didn't show up in the ring like the Pacquiao that he had gotten the people used to seeing.
Well, he was getting over some problems. Like from what I heard, he had gotten into boozing and being with ladies.
Yeah.
That's the
Okay.
thing.
So when people get used to seeing the Filipino phenom, you know, the good ass fucking boxer from the Philippines, you know, crazy, like fucking aggressive, and then all of a sudden he's not aggressive, you're thinking, well, he's slipping. And then you might also see, well, the opponent, like Timothy Bradley, for example, a long time ago, they go, okay, well, Timothy Bradley was contributed to that. He made him look bad. Now, present time, okay, when you compare the old Pacquiao to this version, you're kind of left like, oh, well, you know, he's doing all right, but obviously it's not the same Manny. Then the other guy, I mean, he's also in the fight, so it's hard to give him credit and say, okay, he won. Because this is not the old Manny.
Yeah, of course it's not the old Manny, but the guy looked great. The guy looked fucking great. I was shocked by how. Look, I said Manny for his age right now, he should have fought in the back foot. He was the forward aggressor through the whole fight. He was pushing the action the entire time. I was shocked that he was able to. Dude, this guy was slipping off the line. He was using lateral movement and everything, jumping all over the place in the 12th round. This shit was insane. I couldn't believe that he was moving that well in the 12th round. My fear is that he was going to gas out, and he didn't. He never gassed out.
Yeah, but he hardly was landing any punches, man.
He landed. I say this. Look. He landed the better punches throughout, and Barrios was shook. He was afraid that he'd be out of position and he was going to get hurt. So he fought a very conservative fight. Like, look, I predicted that Barrios came in to try to, because Barrios said, saw the buildup, right? Barrios said he was going to come in and knock Manny out. So with that being said, I thought, well, if he comes in aggressive, then Manny's most likely going to line him up for this left hand. Most likely his right eye is going to shut. Didn't happen because Barrios was fighting very shook. He was scared. And so he was hitting with these very light punches, and he was trying to catch him with one or two shots when he jumped in. That's what he did. But I don't think he did enough to win this fight. I think it's very clear that Barrios lost.
I think what Gonzalo's saying, it is true with he wasn't punching like old Manny. Like put it this way, Barrios is a notorious.
Those some heavy blows he was shooting in there.
But Barrios is a notorious sweller. All his fights, go back and look at him. One eye is usually shut.
That's what I said.
When he lost against the kid who had 7 pro fights, and they robbed him to give him the fucking Davis fight. The whole left side of his face was swollen shut.
Mm-hmm.
He had almost no abrasions.
It was the right side, wasn't it? I thought it was the right eye. It's usually the right eye.
Whichever side.
I know the whole side.
I think it's the right. He's a sucker for a left hand. I studied his career.
But this time, almost no swelling on his face, no abrasions. Whereas actually Pacquiao, face was pretty scraped up, a little red. Something again you don't usually see with Pacquiao. But his fight with his hands down at the end, 46, man. That was it was a victory unto itself that he went 12 rounds. You know what I mean? It's just only Manny could do something like that. That's crazy. I don't give a fuck who you are.
Yeah.
You 46-year-old. This is in the heavyweight division. That doesn't happen. There's a reason it's never happened before because men can't fight at 46 the welterweight division. It's not supposed to happen.
He was just it goes down in increments. The thing is with Manny Pacquiao is that he was so fast that when you bring him down to even 20%, he's still faster than most welterweights.
It feels like a victory for the fans, like kind of like a feel good story.
Dude, he beat this fucking guy. He fucking beat
the farewell. If this were the farewell, he'll be remembered. Oh, he can sell into the sunset, knowing that at 46, he got a draw with the current champion. But what kind of pisses me off about this situation, that I know Manny, because I think his wife told him, hey, I think you can beat this guy. And they're probably thinking, okay, you can still win and make a payday. But what they were really thinking, because they probably didn't make a lot on this fight, they were thinking about becoming champion, then fighting the next fight for a big purse. Yes. And that's why they're kind of sour apples. You could tell they're kind of fucking sad about that. So it's not really because Pacquiao says, okay, he wants to fight some more. So why would you want to do that, man? If this is like the perfect ending for you.
I think, look, Manny got robbed tonight. That's the way I saw it. I think Manny Pacquiao, he should fight immediately. He should fight again immediately. I think he actually should fight Brian Norman, and I think he will beat that guy. So if he wants to pick up a title, that's the guy to fight. I think he should jump over to Turkey. Go to Turkey, bro. You might get a fair shake. This PBC shit.
Turkey's ain't gonna offer him anything.
Dude, Manny Pacquiao is an enormous star. If he goes over there and fights Brian Norman, this PBC shit is ridiculously fixed. We saw that, dude. We saw that card. Let me say this. Look, we saw that card with the Berlanga card. What was it, last week? That shit had some fixed fucking fights on there, dude. You got Morel in there getting his ass whooped. They got this huge robbery in there. Like, don't even deal with this PBC.
He stunned him, man. He stunned him with the punch. I don't know if you guys caught that.
Yeah, but Manny stunned him many times. This guy was getting rocked with some pretty big punches.
He didn't really get caught with the good punch. He was
getting hit with uppercuts to the face, left hands to the face. Myra Byers, for the most part, was throwing half punches. They weren't even extended out.
Well, let me ask this, because Jimmy, you were saying that yesterday that Pacquiao, when he wanted to re-sign with Top Rank, he was making some crazy demands. It's like, you got to pay my taxes, clean my house, lick my taint. Do you think that it would be the same thing with the Turkey Al-Sheikh? Would you expect him to still think he's Pacquiao?
No, God, no. He's not going to. I mean, Turkey's just.
Think Manny would hold his hand?
Yeah, he's running the whole show right now for the most part, and he's going to set the fucking thing, and he's trying to get away from the big pay-per-views, right? He just said he's getting away from them. He's not going to offer up these guys. He's not going to pay the money Pacquiao's going. It goes to show you how truly clueless Heyman is, because this Pacquiao, this fight tonight, didn't guarantee it's going to be Pacquiao's worst-selling pay-per-view. And it should be. He's 46 years old. This thing didn't do numbers. Nobody in their right mind, no boxing head should have taken this fight serious. The fact that it was a pay-per-view just goes to show you, like, everybody's like, oh, people said the PBC isn't going to die. Really? Because that's a pretty dead promotion if you have to fucking dig up a guy who's already in the Hall of Fame to get him the fucking headline of pay-per-view against two guys who've been already both sparked the fuck out in Fedora against Zoo. Right, I mean that whole paper.
I thought it was a very good card. Like, it was a well stacked card. I mean, whatever happened, I thought Tim Tszyu actually fought pretty well. This guy has a lot of there's a lot of variables there that Tim Tszyu has problems with. That fucking dude is so tall.
Dude, and I said, the fucking guy doesn't move his head.
Nah,
he's gonna
get Tim Tszyu. I thought Tim Tszyu did okay. The guy he has problems with these really tall guys. That guy is like, what is he, like 7 foot tall? What the fuck was that?
I think he's wrung every fucking absolute inch out of his family name. That's all I gotta say.
I thought he did well. I was shocked by the fact that they stopped the fight. I thought when they stopped the fight, Tim Tszyu was actually edging his way back.
He quit. What are you talking about? They stopped the fight. He quit.
It looked like he was edging his way back in as the fight got stopped.
Yeah, well, you keep saying that he was gooning his way out to the win.
Did he say that Did he
Yes,
say that?
he shook. Yes. They asked him, and I don't want to fight no more.
Well, he was doing something. Maybe he sustained an injury. Maybe.
Oh, come on. And by the way,
Fedora was punching the shit out of him.
No, I know, but he was doing well in that six. That's what was it, the sixth? He was getting back into the fight before it was stopped.
Listen, he
I like
he
how
got
it's
everything
plain.
out of that family name.
I like how it's plain as day. I show you the evidence with Usyk and the rabbit shot, and you plain as day you see Zoo quitting, and somehow you don't want to see it. Foo, it's amazing.
I didn't see him quit. I didn't.
All right. Well, I mean,
I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm just saying I didn't see it.
Okay, yeah, but when he went back to his corner, you could tell the way he grabbed the turnbuckle or the ropes around the turnbuckle and just stood there.
Yeah.
Instead of sitting down.
I heard he had possibly sustained an injury because if you saw it, he kept brushing his face. Maybe he got a broken orbital.
Learn
or something.
how to
I don't know what happened there.
put your gloves
but he was doing okay. I thought he was edging his way back.
Like
into
Gonzalo
the fight,
said, learn how to move your head. That usually.
I mean,
helps
he
with
did move
shots.
his head. He moved his head a lot, but I mean,
on.
Fandora is just a giant motherfucker. You know, it's hard to. You know what he needed to do? He needs to hang his heavy bag real high, and create a target and try to punch because he looked like he was having big issues trying to land on that guy's head.
He needs to fucking retire and open up a prawn farm.
No, I mean, look, Fandora is a fucking
man.
dangerous guy. Look, you can't hit his fucking head. You got to like jump up in the air to hit him in the head. He's so damn tall. What is he, like 6 foot, 7 foot tall or something?
6'5.5". I wanted to say this about Pacquiao, though. We're almost at the end here, but Pacquiao, it's interesting. He took a loss against Ugas in 2021. Then Ugas lost to Barrios. Now Pacquiao does better against Barrios than Ugas did. Styles make fights, I
Yes,
suppose.
of course. Yes.
Yeah, Styles make fights.
I mean, I thought
suppose.
Manny fought a competitive fight versus Ugas. The thing is that Ugas was like a last minute replacement.
Yeah, that's
the
true.
thing.
That's true.
Manny
Yeah,
didn't train for a guy like that.
They did the old.
And actually, if
Guatemalan.
you watched it, Mario Barrios was trying to follow Ugas's game plan. That's what he did.
That's true. That's true.
It didn't work.
By the way, the other interesting thing about this is that, well, as it pertains to Pacquiao Barrios, I heard Jimmy say that over at Sobers. If this was a 2015, even 2019 Pacquiao, the one that beat Thurman, Barrios doesn't make it out of there. I mean, listen.
We know that. We all know that.
I know, but I just felt it had to be said, man, because, I mean, Barrios really. Listen,
the guy's 46. He looked fucking amazing. At 46 years old to look that good is fucking crazy.
I overestimated Barrios. Doesn't happen.
I told
often.
you, dude. Did I not tell you? BDA, I told you, right?
Yeah, but I mean,
told
listen.
you
To be fair, sometimes you know, it's like 2 out of 10 that you get. And so,
Hey, no. I studied him. I watched even the Ampo. That fucking Manny Pacquiao was fat as hell, and he was going, dude. That guy's a light heavyweight in boxing. And Manny Pacquiao, that dude was not playing around Ampo with Manny Pacquiao. He was trying to knock his head off. And Manny was rocking that dude with shots.
Oh, come on.
Off the couch.
LL in the chat says, Fu is a clown. Ah, come on. Why
Yeah,
you
but that's
go?
LL. LL is a fucking troll. So like, you can't listen to LL.
Well, I mean, I listen to him. It doesn't mean I need to, agree with everything he says. But well,
have you ever heard LL's voice? Have you ever heard?
Yeah, I have actually. Very high pitched.
What? Oh wait, LL. Why don't you get on here right now?
Ah, come on. I don't want to hear his. Every time he speaks, dogs start barking. But
I'll
listen,
tell you this. You know what's really weird to me? That dudes that troll their fucking ass off will never get into a panel and actually talk.
Listen, he's busting balls, man. Come on.
Hey, stop busting my balls, you fucking piece of beep.
All right. Well, listen.
I gotta censor myself. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's all right. That's all right.
Yeah,
I think we've said it all.
My hands are fucking tied. My hands are tied.
How is it 1, 2 in the morning? You still get this energy to keep on talking, man. How the fuck do you do it?
I drink coffee. I don't know. I think it's actually my natural energy. It's just the way I am. I'm like fucking insane.
It's called
Dude,
meth,
I'm
right?
fucking crazy.
Crystal meth? Is that what it's called? Crystal meth. Is that what?
Yes, that's what it is. No, I'm insane. I'm fucking crazy.
Well, you didn't have to tell me that.
I just naturally have like energy. I don't know what it is.
Jimmy, what do you think
Gonzalo
it is?
still on the chat?
Yes.
Yeah.
Is he still here? Gonzalo, just real quick, man. I know BDA you want to. I just wanted to ask Gonzalo, what'd you think of Bam's performance tonight? Did you happen to catch it?
No, the stream was buffering. Yeah, we were.
Oh, okay.
I was watching it, but I had to cut it off because I was
Okay.
watching the two at the same time.
And it gets aggravating, right? If it buffers like that, it ruins it for you. But yeah, check it out, dude. I thought, I mean, as good as he looked against Sonny Edwards, I think this kid is just maturing. He's dangerous, man. I think really, it's it's he looks really good. Looks really
Well,
good.
I hate to have to draw comparisons, but again, I'm miffed at the fact that people are getting on their knees and licking Shakur Stevenson's taint because he didn't run against Cepeda. He didn't run. Meanwhile, you got a guy
And he
in,
lost.
in
He fucking lost.
you got a guy in BAM who's younger than Shakur Stevenson, has done more than Shakur Stevenson has, and done it in more impressive fashion. And yet people still like, yeah, Bam Rodriguez. Bam who? No, I don't pay attention to the little guys. I don't pay attention south of 118 pounds. I mean, come on. Come on.
Oh, that dude is a fucking bum. Of course,
Anybody says that, then so go, okay, so like, all right, yeah, it's like, so I like sex, but what, like oral sex? Fuck that. Like, dude, shut up. You're not a real boxing fan, dude. You know what I mean?
Well,
like, I only pick guys from 135 to 168. Anybody else, you know what I mean? Dude, just shut up.
Well, Jimmy, the people
Bam
that tend to be
Rodriguez,
hardcore.
Shakur Stevenson couldn't fucking scratch the surface of what Bam Rodriguez has already accomplished. Head to head right now.
Shakur's a fucking bum. Let's be honest.
Well,
He's a
okay,
bum.
come on. I won't go that far.
I mean,
He's
let's look at it. Bam Rodriguez has been going out and stopping the best in his division. Now he's a two-time unified fucking champion. He's got people ducking him. He's stopping guys who've never been stopped. Whereas you people like fucking ready to hold a parade because fucking Shakur wasn't jumping out of the ring at every punch. The crowd wasn't streaming out of the exits by the ninth.
What kind of high level boxer doesn't have a fucking jab? Doesn't have a jab. You saw how amazing Zepeda's jab looked in that fight? He's pumping this shit right into this motherfucker's face. He got him spaghetti legged off a jab.
Who doesn't have a jab?
Shakur, they're calling this guy a high level boxer. He doesn't even have a jab. Zepeda, who's considered the no.
That's the only fight. Because I was
we're talking about Shakur and Zepeda. Zepeda, bro, he got a very good jab, and he pumping that shit in this guy's face. He got him spaghetti legged off a jab. So how are you saying that the Shakur got this great performance? He can't even hurt Zepeda, not even once. The whole fight.
It's his jab. It's his jab. He's very accurate. He keeps people at bay with his jab. You know what I mean? That's what, and his footwork and keeping away. But again, 3 out of 5 fights,
all
people
around
are
better.
Booing him.
I think Zepeda's all around better. You got to keep in mind that Zepeda fought a middleweight.
Let Jimmy. You got to let Jimmy finish, man.
No, I was just saying, Bam Rodriguez. If anybody has Shakur Stevenson anywhere near the top 10 pound for pound ahead of Bam Rodriguez, they have a completely separate agenda, and boxing isn't definitely a part of their fucking criteria. Believe me. No, this kid, just go by the people he's fought. I don't hear aged out, nothing, none of that shit. Just, it's ridiculous on its face. Bam right now is the best young American fucking fighter. Period. No, but there's not another fighter. I mean, after that, you say, well, you got the fucking Japanese kid. I'd probably put, right there, 1A, 1B with Usyk, and then right now, I'd have Bam in either second or third. Because unlike Canelo, everybody gives him the fucking, that brings the money, brings the name, so he's got to be up there, and all these other guys. No, Bam is quietly going out there and beating guys and beating him fucking, a lot of people say this kid Cafu, he does. He got good power. I mean, Bam took him to school. Now he's about to fight this other kid who's, got a good reputation. And he's quietly getting better in every fight. Anybody just hasn't seen, like, one of the reasons, like Steve Kim, years before, like, fucking, what's his name? Did you see he's working for Ring Magazine? Then we could do a whole nother show on that. That when that writer we like to make fun of, Mr. BDA, now he's working for Ring Magazine. But anyways, he was right. He said, I think haven't been this excited about a fucking fighter. This was like 3 years before he became champion. He said, keep your eyes on Bam Rodriguez from between what Garcia, the trainer, because Steve said the enthusiasm in the way Garcia was talks about this fighter. Then they got to Bam Rodriguez and fucking Garcia's eyes. Oh man, let me tell you, Garcia he just saw the raw talent in this kid and his professionalism, and he's getting better. every fight, he's getting working his angles to becoming more second nature. He's relentless in his attack, and he stops guys. He leaves no room for interpretation. Who's the best fucking fighter out there in his weight classes? 2-time division champion now. And if anybody doesn't have him in the top 5, then fucking put the pipe down and fucking, get a hug and go into rehab.
Well, it's
serious problems.
It's interesting. You said when I said that there's people that say, "Oh, I don't watch the lower weight classes," and you said that's like saying, "Oh, I enjoy sex, but I don't enjoy blowjobs." It's interesting because the people that tend to be hardcore Shakur Stevenson fans, they enjoy, from a sexual point of view, they enjoy watching other men bang their wives. Just throwing that out there. That's what the hardcore Shakur fans are into. But listen. The thing that gets me though is that's why. How can you give one guy a lot? The standards aren't the same. So Shakur Stevenson gets talked about as a generational talent because he didn't run. But Bam, who has he beaten? Who has he fought? Blah blah blah. Meanwhile, all Shakur Stevenson has to do is not run, and that's it. He gets all the praise in the world. Something's wrong here. Let me tell you.
He got trapped up on the ropes. I mean, he didn't run. Yeah, we had no choice but to not run because he got stuck up on the ropes.
Oh, by the way,
any credit at all.
LL in the chat says he had Shakur Stevenson beating Cepeda 14-0 because he threw a couple of knockdowns in there. What do you think about that?
I told you, LL's a troll, bro.
Ah, come on.
He's a troll. I like you, LL, but you're a damn troll.
Now you can't say you like him and then call him a troll. Come on.
No, I mean I like trolls. They're funny. They're funny sometimes.
Blue TV is like the biggest troll I know, bro.
No, LL's a good troll. He's a good troll. Wait, who said that? Who said that?
That's Sobers. You didn't hear
Sobers
him
said that? Sobers is a fucking troll too.
Fucking snitches.
So you don't think Sobers is a troll? Come on.
You didn't hear Sobers?
Never
I don't think I've ever been described as that one.
Yeah, I don't think
troll. Sobers knows he's a troll. He trolls as well.
You know what? I've never heard Sobers trolling before.
Yeah, Sobers likes to fucking push buttons.
You know what? If it's true, I haven't seen it though.
You don't think so? Of course.
Nah.
Well, that's not the classification of a like I would classify someone.
Yeah, I mean he's not a classic troll.
Someone's a troll is someone who just
he likes the buzz balls.
Just for saying them.
He busts balls.
The buzz balls. like the buzz balls.
Jimmy knows what that is. He knows what it is.
Soba when Soba takes his picks and whatnot, gives really good picks and breaks things down. Like takes his boxing serious. He doesn't give like I take it serious. Like dude who calls in and says, Dubois is going to fucking expose a fucking Usyk. That's a troll to me, right? Isn't that what you would call a troll? If he's serious.
So Sobers, he's fucking trolling. That's what it is. Come on, man.
I mean,
you fucking asshole. Sorry.
See, now he's trolling. But I think you're referring to Telkines there, Jimmy. And I what the fuck? I'm talking about Telkines. Like, no.
No. Look. Sobers does like to troll from time to time. He likes
I don't know about that. I don't know about that.
I call it ball busting. That's what it is.
Yeah, I make a couple jokes. That's it.
It's a joke. He knows I'm 100% real. Come on, bro. I don't play around.
But when he's on the panel, dude,
I'm no joke. I'm dead serious. I kill people. I kill people over boxing.
Doesn't talk over you.
Dude, I kill people over boxing. I'm not even kidding. I get real serious. I get way too serious. I got to calm myself down. I'm like Garrett Oldman.
Could you do that right now? No?
I'm taking pills to kind of calm myself the fuck down. Like, calm down, you fucking idiot.
Sounds like you're taking the same pills truckers take to stay awake.
Give me a second. I got to take some pills right now. God damn it.
All right, well, listen.
Fucking for TV is crazy.
You know which movie I saw recently?
Stop talking.
You know which movie I saw recently that I'd never seen, and I finally got around to watching it? The Hoffa with Jack Nicholson. Yeah, with Jack Nicholson and Danny DeVito. I'd never seen it. It's actually pretty good.
I haven't seen that in a really long time. Was it good? Do you like it? I got to go watch that again.
I thought I was the only one who watched it. I don't know anyone who's ever watched it.
I saw it a long time.
Will you let him finish?
I saw it as like a kid. I saw it as a little kid. I don't remember it.
What the fuck were you watching? Why were you watching a movie about the unions?
You have no idea the weird fucked up movies I watched as a little kid.
You know what?
It explains a lot. It explains a lot.
That's what I was gonna say. It explains a lot about what's going on here.
I knew you would say that.
Well, listen. Great minds think alike. What can I say?
Exactly.
And right now, hopefully, you guys are thinking the same thing as I am, which is we gotta go.
What?
But hold on, sober. I forgot to ask you. We were talking about Pacquiao, this version of Pacquiao that we saw a couple of hours ago against Tank Davis. How would you see that one?
Stank Davis.
At 147 or 135? Because I think the weight classes do matter. I think Gervonta Davis. I would have to look at the fight punch. I would like to see I would like to see the punch stats from this fight from Pacquiao because
he threw a lot.
Someone like Davis throws what 400 punches a fight.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and that's at 130. That's at 135. So I can imagine it's going to go down a little bit at 147,
I feel like the dude
right?
barely throws punches. I mean, what the fuck are they counting? 400 punches, Tank Davis.
400 punches. People are saying that's the same amount of words you say in a minute, there, fool. That's what people are saying.
Look. I think Tank Davis throws like one punch a round. The motherfucker barely even punches.
That's true though. I've said it before. You know, Canelo throws the same amount of punches Tank does, and he's about 5-7 classes above him. How the fuck are they throwing the same amount of punches?
Exactly.
So Pacquiao threw 577 punches. So I think he would have a really hard time with Gervonta Davis, to be honest.
I don't know. I think. Look. Anybody.
I think Gervonta Davis would have a really hard time with him.
Older Manny, you press this fucking dude. You're in danger. You're in danger.
In 12 rounds. That's wow,
dude. I think he threw more punches than Barrios did. He was throwing real punches. So what the fuck are these guys counting? This guy Barrios was throwing like he's throwing then ba-doink. And he's not even extending this shit. He ain't extending any of that shit. That's like a half. Look, his elbow's still bent when he throws this shit in. Those aren't punches. What the fuck are these guys counting? Fuck you, PVC. You're fucking trash. Hey, Al Heyman, fuck you. Just gotta say sorry.
What an asshole, bro.
Come on.
He's a piece of shit. He's a piece of shit.
Sober's
look. Sober's got a skull on his hand. He's putting it over his face. Dude is obviously in the Illuminati. That's a fact.
Yeah, I guess so. I guess
fucking Illuminati, fucking sellout. What the fuck?
Yeah, that's a great point.
It's hella funny though. It's hella funny though.
Illuminati sellout. I fucking hate this guy. This guy's Illuminati sellout.
All right. Listen, that's you throwing you.
Pacquiao's got to overwhelm his opponents because he's a smaller guy. The speed, the movement. If he doesn't have that now like he used to, if he's not aggressive like he used to, he's 46, gonna be 47 in January.
Mm-hmm.
He's not gonna be able to compete against these guys, man.
That's a good point there,
dude. That fight was fucking crazy, dude. Look,
it was a boring
that
fight.
Dude looked damn good for 46 years old. That motherfucker
was a boring
He looked
fight,
damn good. Let's be real. That fucking dude looked good for 46.
I mean, all right, but it's not like the old Manny, dude.
Of course it's not. He's 46. What do you expect?
Yeah, it was the shell of Manny Pacquiao.
Oh my God. You guys saying this, but look, this motherfucker's 30 years old and he looked like trash compared to 46-year-old Manny.
Yeah, but people are not gonna they're not gonna pay millions for.
Go, sorry, Gonzalo, go.
I was just gonna say people are not gonna pay millions to watch him fight again, like a lot of money, because back then before it was the little guy with the quick hands and power. He's amazing. He's beating up the bigger guys. Yeah, that's how he made a name for himself. But now, okay,
PBC, they didn't expect that. That's why they robbed.
Are you gonna pay him $10 million to fight another person, a younger person, another champion?
That dude needs to get out the PVC because they didn't expect that shit. They thought Barrios was gonna knock him out. Dude, you know how many people told me that? You know how many people? No, look, you know how many people told me that Barrios is going to knock Manny out? And I told them over and over again, he's not going to knock him out. The BBC thought this motherfucker was going to knock Manny out, and it didn't happen. And that's why they fucking robbed him.
Well, that's what happened. The BBC was just desperate to have someone with name recognition.
Barrios did not deserve a draw.
Well, you know what? I got to tell you, I kind of agree with Gonzalo. Even though I was surprised that Pacquiao was doing better than expected, I still wasn't glued to the screen. It was sort of a so-so fight, if you think about it. I mean, and it's to be expected in hindsight. It wasn't
exciting.
But Barrios fought like a pussy. That was the problem. He didn't He didn't bring the action. Manny was there. He was willing to go blow for blow. Barrios would not throw punches. He was throwing.
You make some good points, but you make some good points, but then the potty mouth, that's really, it doesn't help your points.
I'm sorry.
It doesn't make them better. Doesn't, you know what I mean?
Look. I'm sorry, curse. I don't know why I do it. I fucking hate myself. Look.
You should.
Manny Pacquiao came to have a fight. He was very impatient. He's like, bro, can you please throw some punches? Stop with the badoink, 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 badoink. Right? He's throwing badoinks. And he's coming, dude, if you watch this fight, Manny's coming in there aggressive. 46 years old, off the fucking couch. He's coming in there pressing the action versus a 30-year-old man. And he's coming in there to actually have a fight. This guy does not want to have a fight. It's not his fault.
Watching Manny Pacquiao for the first few rounds, you know what I thought? Manny Pacquiao's not going to be able to hurt this guy. I don't know why.
But he did.
I never thought he was going to hurt him.
But he hurt him. He did hurt him. He hurt him a couple of times. That's why he kept leaving that hands tucked in. He didn't want to extend himself. He didn't want to throw anything but power. You know, Barrios really didn't throw power.
Man.
He barely threw power in this fight. No power.
Yeah, listen, Barrios is lucky that Ennis isn't in the division anymore, and he's lucky that Norman and Haney are fighting, because one of these guys is going to get to him. I don't even know if he can get past Rolly Romero. That's how bad now
I don't think Barrios is that bad. I mean, people would be shocked, but I don't think Barrios is that bad. I think Barrios could beat pretty much anyone of these welterweights.
Maybe it is a case. Maybe it is a case.
I think Norman would knock him the fucking smooth out.
Yeah, Norman's okay, but look, Barrios, if he really presses, he could beat any one of these guys. Our welterweight division is so weak right now.
Yeah,
Manny Pacquiao for sure beat this guy for sure.
There's only 2 title defenses at the moment. After getting the title, had been draws, so he was able to scrape by, by the hairs on his chin. He got the draw against Abel Ramos. Now Manny Pacquiao, 46-year-old. So he hasn't really got a victory.
Yeah.
Well, listen, I was pleasantly surprised that Pacquiao apparently, it could be a case of, like Fu says, maybe Pacquiao was better than most of us expected. So maybe it's not a case of Barrios being trash.
He had great defense. Great defense. You saw his defense? The fucking dude's got the best defense at welterweight.
You talking about Pacquiao?
Defense. No doubt about Manny Pacquiao. No doubt about it. Best defense at welterweight.
Interesting.
You saw the way he's clipping all those shots off with his elbows. Anytime he got a shot anywhere.
I did notice that.
You know what I noticed? That one thing, just because he didn't hit doesn't mean that I didn't see it, and I thought this could be a problem. Every time he finished punching, he would drop his hands. Manny Pacquiao. He was there to be hit. It's just that Barrios never did.
Barrios was afraid to really commit to anything. He didn't throw any hard punches. My prediction is that Barrios would come to knock him out, because this is what Barrios said. Barrios said he was going to come to knock him out, and he didn't look like a guy that was coming to knock anyone out. If Barrios would have came to knock Manny out, Manny would have been clipping that. He would have been blocking that shit. He would have been counter punching him.
You're calling him by his first name.
It didn't happen.
You're calling him Pacquiao by his first name. I'm always suspicious. I'm always suspicious of a guy who addresses a fighter by his first name. You gotta watch out for that.
About Barrios. Look at Barrios. But you said Pacquiao over here. Look. Like Pacquiao, he was over here ready for Barrios to be 100% coming to knock his fucking head off. And Barrios fought like what I would call. I'm gonna put it simply. Mario Barrios fought like a fucking pussy.
Oh, wait a minute.
Period. Fuck you, Barrios. I hope you watch the BDA show. You're a bitch.
What?
Dude.
I'm gonna fight you. I'm gonna fight you, you fucking piece of shit. Look.
All right. Listen.
No, but I kind of agree with Fu. He was fighting very reserved. Like I said, there was no urgency.
He's a fucking bitch.
He had he didn't show any agency in the fight. Like, why didn't you take the initiative? He didn't take any steps forward. He was just standing in front of Pacquiao for the most part. Like, why weren't you trying to press this older man? Why didn't you put why didn't you put a pace on him that he couldn't handle? You're younger. Isn't that obvious? Isn't that one of the obvious things that goes through somebody's mind? Like, this is an older man. He's probably not in a good shape. Even in his best shape, he just physically can't be in as good shape as I am, especially with Snack on my side.
Mm-hmm.
So, exactly.
That's a good point.
But the thing is that the motherfucker's trash, dude. Look, Mario Barrios was tripping over his own feet. Manny Pacquiao 46 has better footwork than Mario Barrios. He's better.
Isn't that amazing?
He's better. He has better defense.
Yeah,
that's crazy. Yeah. That's crazy.
Yeah, that's Barrios.
And I saw that tonight.
If you watch that Tank Davis fight, he's way too hesitant. I know Tank Davis was showing good defense in that fight, but hit him to the body. He can move the head all he wants. You can, you can hit him to the body, and he just never did that. So you're absolutely right, man. It's just maybe I underestimated Pacquiao, but then again, I'm not gonna blame myself for that because we just don't know how a guy's gonna look after 4 years away from the ring. But I do think I overestimated Barrios. That seems to be something here.
Yeah. No, if I remember correctly, against Antonio Margarita, didn't he throw over 1,000 punches?
Well, Jimmy, he threw. Sorry to interrupt, but he threw.
Twice didn't he throw over 1,000 punches against Marco Antonio Barrera?
He threw 800, I believe, against Ugas 4 years ago. 800
so
something.
He's down
punches.
to 500 because he knows himself. He's been fighting enough to know that. You know what I mean? He couldn't throw more than 500 punches because his legs wouldn't have handled it.
There's a guy in the chat.
He had to fight. He's flat-footed.
I'm sorry. I didn't hear you, but there's a guy in the chat named Benatitis Meat Lover Mirage, and he says Mirage moans Benatitis in his sleep. I mean, Benatitis. I mean, this dude. I gotta tell you, Mirage attracts all. Was he even in the chat? I didn't even see him. People bring up Mirage when he's not even.
He was asking for the link earlier, I think.
Oh well, we gotta go, man. We'll try to get to him later or another time.
Hey,
but yeah,
you guys watch Jimmy? You guys,
yes, sir.
Did you guys watch Diego Pacheco? I was watching it on the little phone too because I was watching and I don't know. I wasn't really paying a lot of attention, but I was like, this fight's going the distance. Is Pacheco not as good as we probably thought?
I would say I would say the same thing I said about on his last fight with Steve Nelson. I think Pacheco is a very patient fighter. I think I don't think he throws punches until he feels supremely confident that he's going to land. I would say he's so patient to the point where you could say he waits too long, for an opening, but he really doesn't throw until he feels like he can land. So if it ends up being just where he just lands a couple clean right hands and he wins that way, he fights like someone that doesn't have a second gear. You know what I mean? But he did all right. I'm saying, but like he didn't knock the guy out. Caleb Plant stopped this dude, and it's just like when you see Pacheco, I don't think that he's that bad, but I just don't think he fights with that much urgency. He's just a really patient dude, and it's just like it's sometimes it's too much. You got to push forward, you got to step forward, like Barrios was doing against Pacquiao. If Barrios was winning and he would have, you know what I mean? Like he fights like similar style that Barrios was doing against Pacquiao, except he was winning, right? He didn't want to try to hurt his opponent. If he knocked him out, cool, but he's not going to try to hurt him.
Yeah,
unless, it just happens.
Sergio Mora late in the fight, they were interviewing Jose Senior in the corner, and Mora, Senior wanted Pacheco to press the action more late in the fight, and Sergio Mora, who's doing the commentating, goes, "No, that's a bad idea. You don't want to go up against a strong fighter like that." I'm thinking, but that would be a good point if Caleb Plant hadn't shown that you can do it in the previous to Pacheco. So yeah,
Mora's the same guy, right?
If Pacheco if Pacheco can beat him on the inside and press him, why? I mean, if Caleb Plant can do that to McCombie, why can't Pacheco?
Right. No, exactly.
Right. Something about his style just makes him very reserved. So I mean, and he won the fight, but yeah, he's not looking too impressive doing it. He just picking his shots.
Say who won that fight?
Diego Pacheco.
Oh, of course. The cum. Did the cum come in strong? The cum.
The what?
Whoa.
His name is the McCombie.
Right.
It's cum in there, so I call him the cum.
Okay.
What the
so
fuck
did the cum come in strong?
Man?
He kept coming, right? He was coming in strong. He was coming in strong, right? He was coming.
Foo, I think it's time we hit the hay. Everybody,
you guys don't get it. Look, the guy's name is the cum. His name is McCombie. McCombie. You're uncomfortable with this word. His name is McCombie. All right.
Foo, I think what you need to do is first of all get yourself a tall glass of water. Cool down.
I'm gonna go sleep soon.
Cool down.
Look, let me say this. Like, let me be honest. Look, the guy's name is.
Who's about to do another live stream,
I'm about to do another live stream right now. I'm gonna go watch that Pacheco fight live. I'm gonna call that shit out. What happened? Was that a close fight or?
I don't think it was a close fight, but I'm just saying like you should expect more from someone like Pacheco, he's undefeated guy, and they're saying he could be one of the next big things in the division. But he's just not really having any breakout performances.
But who did he fight again?
He should have knocked out this dude.
So the cum came in quick, right? He came in fast and strong. Is that what happened?
I think the problem is that Pacheco never blew his load in the fight. So
I mean, his odds to blow your load versus cum. Macumbi. You know what's funny is that people have the commentators in the Cato Plant fight. They had such a problem with that word that they were calling him. They gave him a different name. They call him. It wasn't Cumby. It was like. There was a different word they used. It wasn't Macumbi. It was something else. They called him Macrumby. They call him Crumby. They call him Macrumby. His name is not spelled. His name is not spelled Macrumby. It's spelled Macumby. Cum. That's why I call him the Cum, bro.
All right, listen. This show. Listen, we've lost steam. What do you want from me?
No steam lost here.
It's 3 in the morning. Well, I've lost it. It's 3 in the morning. We gotta go.
It is.
But I want to give a shout out to Fu for jumping in. Never Sobers, who was cleaning his guns while being on the show.
Dude, BD, I've done 2 streams today. You guys know that. I gotta get some fucking credit. I did.
You sound like you could do a third. That's how it sounds like to me.
I could, but I'd be completely insane. I'm delirious.
What do you mean?
I'm like
what do you mean you could be insane?
Oh, dude, I'm totally insane. Like, dude, I have way too much coffee. I'm like I'm between asleep and awake.
No, but seriously, all kidding aside,
that's the only way of living, bro.
Yeah,
it's terrible. It's fucking terrible.
But all kidding aside,
I came in. I saw BDA. I was like, "Whoa, what the fuck, BDA?" Dude, you guys called me. You fucking called me. They called me. I'm like, "What the fuck?" I can't do it. I'm gonna fall asleep.
Food TV is like a demon. Like he can't call you. You gotta call him. But I was gonna say,
he called me.
I was gonna say though, everyone always. One of the things I've always read, and my father always put that into my mind: don't drink coffee after 5 p.m. because then you won't be able to sleep. And sure enough, the old man was right. If I ever drink, I used to think it was psychosomatic, but if I do drink coffee after 5, I can't sleep. You are drinking coffee past 9, I bet, right?
What happens is I buy a large coffee because I'm like, I'm going to do a stream at 8, and then I buy a real big coffee.
Some of his sister's Adderall.
No, what happens is I'm like, I have a Stewart's right next to my house. So I'm like, I'm going to do a show at 7 or 8. So I do a show at 7, and I buy this big ass coffee, and I'm drinking the shit through the whole stream. By the end of the stream, I still got coffee left. I finish it, and it's like fucking 9 or 10 o'clock. And I'm fucking wired from the fucking coffee.
But why would you do that if you know you're not going to
straight mainline and caffeine?
What is it?
I know, shooting up caffeine.
No, because I'd be dead tired if I didn't take it. Like I did before I did my stream today. I actually fell asleep. I went to sleep. I got up. I drank some coffee.
You know that some people can drink coffee, BD, and fall asleep. They do it intentionally. They're like, okay, let me drink some coffee so I can take a nap.
That's
I get wired. When I drink coffee, I
do that. Yeah, no, Italians especially drink some.
I can't take coffee. I get fucked up from coffee.
I actually
did a couple of shots of fucking espresso at nighttime after dinner.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I need to stop drinking coffee. This shit's too crazy. But the problem is, I do my shows like all chilled out. I'm like, welcome to Food Sports.
No, you don't. Well, come on, what are you talking about?
Yeah, do you? The crazy shit for us.
Nah, I'm pretty insane. It doesn't matter if it's coffee or not.
All right, well, listen, I gotta go because I'm falling asleep, and it's not because of the lack of quality of the show. It's because of precisely it's been too fast at this time, and now I'm exhausted because of it. But listen, I want to thank Fu. I want to thank Sobers. I want to thank Jimmy. Good to hear him back.
Hello.
And Gonzalo.
Sports Live.
Fu Sports Live. Hey, give me the track. Give me the wave file. I'm
gonna send it to you. I'm gonna send it to you.
Fantastic.
That's a big file, dude. That's a lot of That's like a lot of.
Come on. Give it to me in the FLAC format.
No, it is.
Yeah.
It is. It's a lot of megabytes.
Give it to me uncompressed.
A lot of these platforms, they don't even carry like 25 over. They don't even carry 30 megabytes. Like, what the fuck? 30 megabytes. You cannot put 30 megabytes on a website. You know these things like tap out at 25 megabytes. What the fuck was it? 1985? What the fuck? They should take like a gig or more. Like,
you're absolutely right.
We'll see if it works. I'll send this here.
I'm right there with you, man. I'm right there with you. You're preaching to the choir.
Exactly.
Rambling to the choir. But listen, Shout out to everybody.
It's not rambling. It's not rambling. Okay,
all right. I'm kidding. Shout out to everybody on the panel. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Everybody who donated the super chat. Everybody who called in. Even Booty Juice. And yeah, that's it, man. I guess we will be back as soon as possible to cover some of these. Again, we didn't even.
You come back tomorrow, man. What the hell? There's a lot to talk about.
Yeah, that's true.
You got to go. Yeah, B-Day. You got to go in depth on Mr. Showbiz losing 10 grand. This fucking guy said that Dubois was going to win. He thought Dubois was going to knock Usyk out.
Well, I mean, listen, the point of betting is that sometimes you got to lose. Otherwise, if you always win, what's the point, right?
Why not a grand? $1,000, like 10 grand?
Oh, he's big time. All the views he gets, come on. You're not just gonna put a grand.
He said it's Dubois' time. This was his breakdown. It's Dubois' time. Like what?
Did he laugh
I
when
was,
he said that?
I was thinking casino there when you said that. You know, everybody's got to win. It's infallible. What are you talking about? Of course we will lose. You know what I mean?
But the guy goes,
he's lucky he works for the zone because if he didn't, he'd be fucked. 10 grand. Dude, look.
Oh,
if I did that shit, you know the beating I would get. I never hear the end of that shit. This motherfucking retard. Dude, this guy's got kids.
Come on.
This fucking idiot's got kids. And he took 10 grand and he fucking blew it.
He's got the money.
You know what? I never hear the end of that. I never hear the fucking end of that shit.
Listen, he's got the money. He's got the money.
What are we talking about?
I don't know.
Look, this guy Showbiz, he just blew 10 grand. He blew 10 grand. He thought Dubois was going to win. On the Dubois Usyk fight.
That's hilarious. What an idiot.
On Dubois.
You know what? He bet 10 grand of his listeners' money.
Imagine, look, you got a wife, right? What are your wife gonna say if you lose fucking 10 grand?
He bet the super chat. He bet the super chatters money, bro.
That's probably what it is. Because that fucking cornball, that lizard's making a good amount of money.
That cornball. All right, listen, you keep calling him a retard, cornball, lizard, and then I ask you.
I'm kidding. We love you, Showbiz. We love your bug eyes. We love you, you piece of trash.
It's like Nova Scotia in the chat. He goes like, "Oh, BD's a fucking retard that doesn't show his face, fucking faggot." And then and then he goes, "I'm only kidding, BDA." And then he goes, "I'm only kidding, BDA." I go, "I don't get the joke. What's the joke?"
Well, you do what I say. I mean, look. These guys are jealous. As soon as you show your face, you're like, "I'm incredibly attractive." As soon as you show his face, they're gonna hate you even more.
I don't even know to show my face. I've said it before. I look like what's the name of Angelina Jolie's father? John Voight. I look like John. I look like John Voight. Yeah, I look like John Voight
was considered very attractive.
Well, actually, I look like John Voight from. I look like John Voight from Anaconda. That's what I look.
Oh,
like.
Really? Well, you do the frown face all day.
Yeah, that's right.
He does that long stare. That he gave Jennifer Lopez.
Exactly.
The squinty eye.
That's right.
They will kill you.
Yeah, he did that dumbass fucking squinty like frown face. You know that shit looks so fake.
Yeah, and what
he's like frowning all day.
What was that accent?
Extremely.
What was that accent supposed to be too? Yeah, it's not. He's supposed to be.
He was all over the place with that thing, man. I don't know what the fuck he was doing.
I like Ice Cube because he's always the same character in every movie. He's like, "What the fuck? What the fuck?" He comes out of the water. Remember that the snake tries to drown him, and that's all he says is "What the fuck."
That's true.
What?
That's true. That's a good point. Well, listen,
it is true. It is true.
We'll continue this riveting conversation at a later time. Like I said, shout out to Food. Don't forget to check out Food TV's channel. Don't forget to check out Sober's channel.
Right, it's the real Food TV. The real Food TV.
The real Food TV. My apologies. The real Food TV.
Thank you very much, sir.
Sober's channel and Discord.
Sober's is the real. What was it? Sober's Never Sober's Reloaded.
Yeah, so how can they find your? I know it's an invite-only Discord. It's very exclusive, but if people want to join it, how can they find it?
You just gotta catch one of the lives. Drop a link during the lives. That's what I'm saying. I put it in the chat during the lives.
Hey, the taqueria was filled today. Even.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, I don't know how many more people I can let in that bitch.
Dude, it was packed in there today. Packed.
It was jam-packed, man.
Dude, it was jam-packed. I was like, what the fuck? Damn. He got like, that whole thing was like, I did a stream that put that in there. That shit went on forever. When you look at the rack and you see all the people in there.
I was expecting you to say, I was expecting you to say it was fudge packed. I go, wait, what? Because I didn't know where you were going.
Damn, that McCumbee would fit in there.
Come on. No, but yeah, but I dropped by there to Sober's channel. Like I said, all the YouTube celebrities were there. You had
all the
Pigeon,
freaks and geeks.
Yeah, you had Pigeon, Tailkines was there, Furioso,
the Don,
the real Food TV. It was fantastic.
Damn,
I was there too.
Oh yeah,
I was in there.
Oh, you were there?
Yeah. Sure.
It's always popping. It's popping in Sober's thing there.
So, you can make it through the. The question with Sober's stream is, can you make it through the door? But you can show up outside, but will they let you in? I don't know.
Very exclusive. Very exclusive.
That's right. It's like Studio 54 in the 70s. But listen, we gotta go. Shout out to, like I said, the Real Food TV, Never Sobers, Jimmy, and Gonzalo. Shout out to you fellas for joining us. Everybody who called in, everybody who donated the super chat. We'll try to be back as soon as possible.